5 seconds. Thirty seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
So the kid went down and got to meet this player after the game too.
Yeah,
I think we might have mentioned that. He got autographed he autographed everything.
Yeah, it's free RV too, and his tickets.
Snag a ball for his birthday week, and
week.
We were out in the home run seats.
Be like, I'm at, Sammy's birthday year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't bust me up with the birthday week, man.
Sammy,
Everybody's got a birthday.
Wow.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
September 9, 2025. The Bubba the Love Sponge show. Dan's fixing his hair.
Gotta have a good hair day.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a ball cap. I decided to do my hair today as well. Okay, so I'm up on IM now.
All right, perfect.
And have you sent me any of those? Or just the one from Fox News, CBS News? All right, let me just go ahead and open these up so I have them. And then there's one more.
Yeah, I sent the 3 major.
You know what? And I probably already have them. I've just been scrambling around today, just trying to get ready and going through I'm making the final decision on this year's ring. I got it down to like three, for BARP, the rings.
Do we have any input on that?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm pretty much kind of set on what I want, but I'd like to show you what I'm picking out. The one thing that I'm gonna do this year is I'm going to, and it costs the same. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it's $3 or $4, maybe it's $10 to $15 difference, but I'm gonna downsize it a little bit so that it's wearable. Because right now, like last year's, I think Lummy was a 6X, and it's just not. You can't wear it.
Yeah, it's a little cumbersome.
Yeah, you just can't wear it. You just can't. So I think I'm going to go down to a 3X, and 6X is the biggest that they make. I think I'm going to go down to a 3X so that you could actually wear it.
Is that kind of like your size of your Packers Super Bowl ring?
No, I think it's.
I don't know. The original
know.
Buccaneer Super Bowl ring, is that 3X?
No, that's probably a little big bigger.
No, not the one I got. Not the 2021 one. I'm talking about the one from 2002.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
It's wearable.
Well, okay, yeah. So it's probably wearable. So I rather, I'll show you, Dan, during one of the breaks what I'm looking at.
Okay, I'd love to see.
I can go. I got 3 options: gold, silver, or black onyx. I think I'm going back to silver this year. Last year we were gold. We've been black onyx before. I think I'm going to go back to the silver gimmick. That or the black onyx. One of the two. I do have I have a ring picked out. So, and I have to have that done fairly soon. Don't forget I think, is it next Friday, Lummy, is the last Bubba 199?
Yes, it is.
It's next Friday, right?
Yes.
It's your last opportunity to qualify.
19th.
The 19th. So it would be 2 Fridays, I think, wouldn't it?
Like a week and a half.
Well, no, this Friday and then next Friday.
Okay, right. Well, it'll be your last, and I'm gonna pick out. I'll be doing the music on that. I'm just gonna be doing like I did old school, and we'll start slating in who wants to be here, and then that's your last chance to qualify. Ashley, the Bubba Army accountant, will then, I'm assuming, Lummy, she has all of her numbers pretty much roughed in right now.
Yeah, she just needs them for like the past couple days, but I got them. I was looking at them. I was gonna. Send
I know
them
she
over
was
to
talking
you.
to the merch crick about opening up like Venmo or Pay, one of the
Yeah.
one of the three.
Yes.
And so after next Friday, that's your last time to qualify. Now, don't forget, there's 2 different qualification levels. We've made it a little bit different this year, where if you give $1,200, then you are invited to all the festivities. You just don't get a ring. But if you if you do make it to the $2,400 level, then you get everything, including the ring. This will also, Lummy, be a little bit of little sentimental, as this will be the last BARP that we have here at the studios. This will be the last BARP that we have at the studios. The next BARP, I've already been planning what 2027, where we're going to have it, and I don't even want to, I already know what we're doing. Like, I already know where we're having it. I know all the details.
Parking lot party?
No. But
Going to California.
No, we're staying in Tampa. But I don't want everybody to have to travel, or I don't want us to have to travel. And so I already know what's going to happen for 2027. I'm already talking to venues and things like that. But this will be the last BARP at the studios. Now, it's going to be the same format. It's going to be the same format in 2027. It just won't be here. It'll be a Thursday night, dinner, get together.
What about that place the movie was at Friday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's too stuffy. And there's no place to sleep. So this is going to be a destination BARP, where it's everything we do is at that facility. So Thursday will be the dinner, so to speak, open bar.
So without Tate's,
Without Tate's, what?
what are you gonna do for the food? Just food here?
I got. Tate's isn't the only restaurant in town.
Well, we
thought
also
it
didn't
was.
have Tate's last year.
Yeah, I guess. you're right.
Yeah, we had a hog roast, and we'll do a bunch of things, and then Friday night, Lummy, we will have a Bubba 199 opened to open to the attendees to watch, and then Saturday night the Hall of Fame and ring ceremonies, and more food and partying, and then that's it. That's how it goes. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Are you doing like a brunch Sunday?
No, Dan, I'm not trying to do a brunch. Why are you trying to add new stuff?
I'm not. I'm just asking. I'm not trying
God
to be...
damn, you're like a
Listen.
kid today. You've already asked, can I see the ring? Do you want to do the ring? What's the ring going to be different?
Jay designed jewelry, back in the day, and I love to see the
I've
ring.
done a really good job designing
You
the last
have.
8. Thank you.
You have done wonderfully.
You know what, Dan? We can do a brunch. If you want to pay for it, we can absolutely do one, okay? We can. You understand everything that you throw at me equals cost. You know that, don't you?
I understand.
I just can't have Big Red out there with an omelet maker, okay?
2 of them
John
going at once.
So
Why don't we just do the first 10 people to meet Dan at Golden Corral for some breakfast?
Right, Dan. I'll add anything you
Metro.
want, as long as Diaco Law or Diaco Plastic Surgery is paying for it. We can do cocktail hours on Friday. We can do
Massages.
We can do why don't you have your
Spa day.
why don't you have your Botox chick down there, and let's do free Botox. Let's do free hair plugs. Let's do free everything, buddy. Jesus.
I'm there.
God, pain in my ass. So anyway, Lummy, I guess today we're going to, and this is unbeknownst to me, but it seems like today is kind of a slow day, that we're going to. Now, Lummy, should we talk about the finalists for the Hall of Fame, and then maybe wait till Friday to lock them in, to give me 3 or 4, to give us some time to think about it.
Yeah, I think that.
I think we
that would
throw the names out there, and through chat and through emails and through various other, other ways to communicate with us, people will certainly let their opinions be known. I'm assuming, and then Friday, with maybe a little Lasker help, we can, finalize the list. Not that Lasker knows any of them. I figured we would bring the list up while Dan is here because he has the most exposure to people. And that will be, the most important list is today's list. That's the list of consideration.
Yes.
Once I get the list of consideration, then we can whittle it down to the actual list Friday. And Lasker doesn't know anybody, so I can only imagine his. By the way, Lasker did not do so swell this week in football, and I literally think you could take a dartboard and just throw a dartboard against and have a better record than 5-11.
That wouldn't be as fun as Gene picking, though.
No, you're right, Seth.
5-11. Gene finishes with 5-11. Now, next week, I just ordered on Amazon these little mini football helmets of all 32 teams. They're probably like the size of maybe a 50-cent piece, and they're all 32 teams. And so Gene's now going to have competition, and that is 3-year-old Walker.
That's right.
Lummy's Walker is going to pick 2.
Did you put 2 helmets and see which one he picks?
Yep.
That's so cute.
He knows the teams.
So Lummy's going to be like, here's the Raiders and here's the Patriots. Walker, what do you think? And he's going to be like, Patriots. And maybe even ask him why, Lummy. Like, why?
Exactly.
I know I watched a little footage that you showed me from that you tried it yesterday, and when he said Bears for last night, and then you asked him why, and he was like, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Perfect explanation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as good as explanation as probably the offensive coordinator came up with last night.
Poor kid, his heart was in the right place.
It really was. Speaking of heart in the right place.
Wait. Chicago lost? They were winning.
I know.
When went to bed?
They got beat. 27-24.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I saw the coach really look frustrated.
Yeah, he wasn't. They had 127 yards and penalties. He's not happy. But it was nice seeing a frustrated coach for once in my life. I've never seen that before. I've always seen content coaches.
Now, didn't the head coach for the new head coach for the Bears he was the offensive coordinator for the Lions?
Yeah, the highly sought after coordinator.
And boy, you could see his absence on Sunday with the Packers. They didn't have any offense at all.
I don't know if it was bad offense. I don't know if it was great defense. I don't know if it was a combination of both. The NFL's tough to figure out after 1 week. I like to give it about 3 weeks, and then I feel like you can get a better assessment of how good or bad teams are.
But you did come in here today and say you could tell that the offense is more complex and it's a better offense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they took the wristband away from Caleb Williams. They're putting him under center. I mean, they're doing a lot of things. And
are they letting him check down now and things like that?
Yeah. I mean, I thought that he played well last night. It's just when you have 127 yards and penalties, it's going to be.
You're never going to win that game.
It's going to be tough to win.
That's the entire. In fact, a football field is 120 yards long if you count the end zones.
Yes.
The football field's 100. That's the entire length of a football field plus 7. You can't win that way.
No, but they almost did, but you can't.
No. Who did the Bears play next week?
The Lions.
Packers play Thursday night, which I'm not going to be able to watch because I have to go to bed so early. The Commanders at Lambeau. I think is that an Amazon Prime game? Does that mean the only way you can watch it is if you have Amazon Prime?
Are the Amazon games Thursday? Is that what it is?
Well, last time it was Peacock though, Thursday or
it still is Peacock and Prime. You have to have Peacock. We had to have Peacock week 1 to have it,
but not now.
Jesus, they have really just the NFL is just really dinged. Remember back in the day where you could have DirecTV or you could just have one. You just have one source and it brought you everything, every game.
Bubba, I like how you're trying to be a man of the people, but we all have the same cable thing here. We all have it all on one thing. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
You don't have to have 5 or 6 different subscriptions to different platforms in order to get every NFL game. Before, back in the day, DirecTV, you got DirecTV, you got it all. Every damn thing they offer.
Everybody wants a piece of the NFL. It's Amazon, it's YouTube, it's NBC, it's Fox, it's CBS, it's ESPN, it's all over.
NBC.
It's gonna be Tubi It's gonna be Tubi soon.
This Thursday is just Prime Video.
So you're telling me if you don't have Prime Video, you can't watch it?
That's the way it's looking right now, yes.
But doesn't every American have Amazon Prime at this point?
I think I got Amazon Prime, and I don't even know how to hook it up. I know I have Amazon Prime.
I think Merch Crick's probably using it. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I think Merch Crick. If I wanted to watch the game, I'd just tell her to get it on for me.
Yeah, she can get it.
I know
done.
I am turning into my parents. I really am.
Oh, no.
Many times I'll be over at my mom's house and she's like, Bubba, I want to watch, so can you get it on for me? And I sometimes I don't have the heart to say, Mom, I then ask the Merch Crick, can you get this on for my mom?
How close are you to wearing headphones while you watch TV?
Well,
like my Uncle Jerry.
Like your Uncle Jerry?
Yeah.
Neil Mount Plaisir, 25.
This is what you're supposed to do as an adult when a stray ball, this happens to be a tennis match, goes into the stands and there's a kid nearby.
Got it. So he'll mix that in. Center almost never serves and volleys. Got it.
That's how you do it.
Not with the spider
kid.
monkey father at the baseball game?
Yeah, here you go, little kid.
Got it. So he'll mix that in. Center almost never serves and volleys.
That's how you do it. Not Did you love me? I don't know who sent this to me, but
I did.
This is Adam Sandler at the Miami Heat practice facility. I think he's just playing a pickup game with some of his boys.
No, those are guys on the Heat.
Those really guys.
There's guys on the Heat that he's playing with.
But this guy, the Heat.
No. But the other guy.
And I got to tell you, this is like a Larry Bird type Magic Johnson pass. Watch this.
Do you know about the lore of Adam Sandler, that he dresses like this and shows up at pickup courts like in New York and all that and starts balling, and what a great basketball player he is?
Is he really a good ball player?
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
Yeah, this is he shows up like this and just either he'll shoot by himself or he'll play pickup games with people. It's unbelievable.
I mean, is that not as Larry Bird, Magic Johnson as you get? But also, when you got that guy that he's passing to on your team, all you do is just get the ball to him. I want to see him shoot. I mean, he looks like a good assist guy to me. How tall is Adam Sandler?
Like 5'8"?
No.
Yeah,
I
his
think
parents are short.
No, I think he's taller than that.
I don't know that he is, Bubba. His mom is tiny and his dad is tiny. I've met them both. There's no
5'10".
way he's
5'10"?
5'9", 5'10".
He's 5'10"?
Yes, which means he's really 5'9". Yeah.
There you go. I could never show up in a dress shirt like that and ball. I have to be in a t-shirt.
But you got some good moves.
I gotta tell you what really has hurt me is my rotator cuff in my left. I shoot basketball left-handed.
Really?
Yes, I'm so screwed up. So here's my, and I've gone through it on the show before. Here is my handedness. So I write right-handed. I masturbate left-handed.
Really?
Yes, I play basketball left-handed. I shoot basketball left-handed. I golf right-handed. I kick right-handed. I throw a football left-handed. What other sports are? I mean, what else? I think that's about it. Golf,
so the only thing left-handed is masturbating in football?
Masturbate, football, and basketball.
Oh, basketball.
That's all left-handed. Now I throw a baseball right-handed. So I throw a baseball right-handed, but I throw a football left-handed.
Are you ambidextrous?
I think I kind of am.
Sorta.
But I can't write left-handed. I can't play baseball left-handed. But I play baseball right-handed, but play.
You're not playing any of these.
You're right. You know what? I'm
sorry.
talking about when I was active. When I was active.
Your basketball hand.
When I was active, I was for being 5'10", 5'9.5", 300 pounds. I'm decent at basketball. I'm pretty good at basketball. I'm not as good as Adam Sandler, but I can't shoot anymore now because my rotator cuff in my left hand I cannot get any power behind my ball. Now I can.
Is that your problem?
I just can't. My little flipper. I just can't get my flip up there. I just can't get it up there. So I am not that good. I bowl right-handed. Ask Dan how he bowls.
Dan, how do you bowl?
Two-handed.
He bowls two-handed. He's one of those two-handed guys. And as much as I used to make fun of Dan, I've not lately, but in the last 3 or 4 months, has seen some bowling, like professional bowling tournaments,
and they do it.
And there's pro guys now that do.
Yeah,
a lot of the pro guys on the PBA, Professional Bowlers Association. They bowl two-handed now.
It's a lot of the younger guys. A lot of the younger guys are all going that way.
I started a trend.
Yes.
Where did you learn it?
I learned it out of necessity, Bubba. But Jay got me a ball, and the thumb hole was too tight. And after the first game and a half, I ended up with this giant blister in my thumb. And so I had to stop using my thumb, and I couldn't stabilize the ball with just 2 fingers. So I put my left hand over just a little bit to help stabilize it. Then all of a sudden, I discovered a new technique, which apparently wasn't. I'm not the first guy that discovered it. And it's feast or famine. You see me. I bowled 260 before.
Here's Dan. Dan either is dialed in, and he can get it that ball, and he has some type of rhyme or reason to where the ball's going to cut. Because when he throws it, it hangs right there on that edge, and then it cuts in. And if he's got it cut in right, and the lanes are right, they're not too greasy, he will bowl let's just use 200 as the threshold. He'll bowl over 200 all day.
Oh, yeah.
But if he is not dialed in, the lanes are too greasy, he'll bowl 86.
Yeah, if I can't get that line right and the grease isn't right, you're right. I just like gutter.
He'll go from a 230 to an 86. Because he was on my league one time. We were like, Dan, all you need to bowl. Listen, Dan, you just bowled a 230. All you got to bowl is a 120, and we win the whole damn thing. And be like, how does a guy go from 230 to 86? Because every one of those things that were hanging the edge and cutting in on the first game now went right to the gutter. And Dan would throw like 4 or 5 gutter balls.
I sent you a example of Dr. Dan at 40-36 of when it goes bad for Dr. Dan. It's not the greatest angle, but it's in bowling.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on here. Oh.
40-36.
40. Okay, here we go. 40. Boom.
Yeah, there he is with his gold.
Yeah, of course. Let me turn this on. Let me turn the thing here.
Come here.
No, I miss those days, Dan, don't you?
I know.
When we had our league. I'm throwing. That's an 86.
Didn't he throw a good one though? Let
me see what I do here. Let's see what I do here. I guarantee you, Lummy. I guarantee you, I miss it.
No, I don't know. Yeah,
I guarantee you, I miss. I'm the worst at picking up spares.
How'd that happen? You got a spin on that. A little dry patch.
Oh, dead on.
Just to the right of the front.
I had one of those 3 gimmicks.
Yeah.
So I just hit the gimmick.
44-38. He actually has a pretty good ball.
So, all right. 44-38.
Yeah.
All right, we'll sit. I guarantee I missed this too.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Dead on.
No, I get screwed. All right, now is this Dan?
Yeah.
Hey, Willie, say it. I am. I'm open frame Willie.
Frame Willie.
Here comes Dan. Now Dan just runs up there like 1,000 miles an hour. Watch. Bam! He looks like voila!
That's better.
Look at Dan. I gotta watch Dan again. I mean, he really torques it. Ready? Watch. Ready?
right shot, Bubba.
I'm open frame Willie. Say it. Watch Dan. I mean, Dan just torques. Bam! Hold on. He even throws it like an Italian, does he not?
Yeah, he does.
A little flair.
Mamma mia!
All the way down to a knee.
What was this that you guys were doing?
Practice.
Bowling.
Like you guys were in an act? You guys were in a league?
No. We're going to do a game.
We're gonna do this again. I think we need to do this again. Here comes another Dan torques. Dan puts all this. Dan, it's not a wonder you don't hurt your back as much torque as you put into it.
I have hurt my back doing it.
Because
Remember you had shoulder issues for a while.
Yeah, but
I went for bowl.
this will take all your shoulder issues right out the window because you'll start hurting your back. Your back will tell your shoulder to stop pitching because your back will hurt so bad. Why?
I'll beat you.
Oh, God,
so what
she's
you
so
want to
annoying.
do is you
Can you
want
shoot
to
her?
make sure you throw it straight, like you're shaking hands.
Please.
I think Dan just says, Dan, you were quite the visionary.
Yes.
Would you put some tape on her mouth, please? Here we go. Here goes Mamma Mia. Watch.
Perfect. Yeah. Picked it up.
I talked to it sometime.
Fat arm covering it up.
We've got to plan this.
Oh, yeah, we do.
It's not that hard, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's
But
think.
I do it like a Wednesday or Thursday, Bubba.
Yeah,
when
so
I'm
hold
in
on.
surgery.
So me, everybody in this room, Macho Man, can you bowl? Yeah, I can bowl all right. I get an 8-pounder and I'll throw it 410 miles an hour and the pins will explode. Dig it!
I believe
You
that.
think he's curling 12s while the rest of us are...
While we're back, they're huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
He's got 25s. He's doing arm ISOs on.
Macho Man doesn't strike me as a bowling guy.
But Mach, can you bowl? Let me ask you this, Macho. When we do our group bowling gimmick, will you bowl?
Yeah, I actually almost bowled a 300 once.
Whoa!
Okay, here we go.
Benches 300,
and I-
bowls 300.
No, then I couldn't do it after that, and I gave up.
All right, so Lummy, we got Lummy, Bubba, Dan, Seth, Macho Man. You know Jay will do it.
Oh, he loves the bowl.
Jay.
Brian.
Will Brian?
Yeah.
Brian will do it. Will Lasker?
Of course.
Of course. Come on, Lasker's bowl.
Lasker, Tuttle. I think I need one more, Lummy.
Colton.
Well, no, hold on.
Colton, Merch Creek.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I got 9. I got 9. Bubba,
Yep.
Lummy, Dan, Seth, Macho Man, Jay, Gene, Brian, Tuttle. We need one more.
Yeah.
Who else? Well, I mean,
Well, maybe those 9, one may not be able to do
Colton.
it.
Colton.
Yeah,
Colton will work.
Colton. Yeah, there we go. That's 5 on each team. Now, Lummy, we could do that with 2 lanes, couldn't we? Easily.
Yeah, that's
In
no
fact,
problem.
when they do league play, it's 5 guys on the team, isn't it?
Yeah.
4 or 5.
It's 4 or 5, depends on the league.
But we could literally, Dan, we could literally find what day works best for you and Jay. And literally, we could do this in 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we could literally,
all the setup.
go right from the show. What time's the bowling alley open?
Like 7, 8 a.m., but we don't have to do that early.
So if we called them and said, hey, listen, at 10:30, or, call it 11, give everybody an hour to get there, or even 10:30. Like, Dan, if we went 10:30 to 12:30 on one particular day that we really, really, really set for, like you knew a month in advance, where you could move your office or you could move, what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
where you and Jay could, because you two are, and Brian, the people that really have jobs, where we could have, like a month's notice that, on a Wednesday. What day just would work best for you?
Probably like a Wednesday or Thursday, because that really nice lanes are those really nice
Right
lanes
by your
yeah,
office.
TOS. Right.
So if you could, would you schedule it on a surgery day, or
yeah,
just
like a Wednesday, Thursday, maybe after your podcast, you could do it at noon, high noon.
Well, I was trying to get you in and out of there sooner.
Well, let me do my surgeries in the morning, and then I'll just walk down and
so
go bowl
like
for the next 2
high
hours.
noon. It's like
High
noon to
Meet
10.
at the Old Town Saloon at high noon.
Yeah.
Exactly. A couple beers, couple balls. couple games. It'll be fun.
Lummy, we're doing it.
Perfect.
And we're gonna do it soon.
Sweet. That would be
Definitely
awesome.
the next 3 years.
Yeah, right after the show basketball game.
No, I think we're gonna do bowling way before the show basketball game. Although, Lummy, we do now have 10 people to play basketball too.
Yes,
now.
we do.
5-on-5, but
I'd love to see Gene.
Gene. I don't think Gene's ever shot a basketball in his entire
He
life.
shot one with a gun, but I don't know if he's actually shot one in a hoop.
Let me see here, Lummy. I'm writing bowling. Boom. Yeah, we got to get that done. We've got to get that done. Why does it seem that Tyreek Hill is an asshole?
He is.
Yeah, I've heard he is too.
Little sawed off son of a bitch. Like, what is he? 5'8"?
Maybe, if that.
And like,
I mean, it all started in college.
but what college did he go to?
He got kicked out of one. I think he ended up Oklahoma State. Got kicked out of that one because I think he sat on his girlfriend's pregnant belly.
He punched her.
Yeah, he punched her.
So he had a pregnant girlfriend and he punched her. What, like, Seth, was he trying to?
Wait, did Joe Mixon punch his pregnant, or was that to Tyreek? I think Tyreek punched
did
her
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Was he trying to get it to her, for her to lose it?
I don't know. I don't know about
She wasn't
that.
bouncing on the trampoline hard enough.
Tyreek Hill's attorney is adamant that Kita, what is it?
Vaccaro.
Kita Vaccaro claims are false, saying in a statement to TMZ Sport the allegations are nothing more than an attempt by Miss Vaccaro, her mother and/or her counsel to shake Mr. Hill down. It looks like there's some type of court document. Make no mistake about it, we believe in these allegations are nothing more than an attempt by Miss Vaccaro and her mother and her counsel to shake Mr. Hill down. In the recent weeks, there have been multiple posts on social media and news outlets circulating that Mr. Hill was paid, Tyreek Hill, obviously number one wide receiver for the Dolphins, was ordered to pay Miss Vaccaro's a temporary lump sum of $500,000, $20,000, and $50,000 monthly. Now, hold on. Is he ordered to pay $570,000 monthly, or has he been ordered to pay $500 and then $20 and $50? Like, that's a little confusing, isn't it?
It's very confusing.
A temporary lump sum of, and they give you three amounts: $100,000 for the purchase of a vehicle and $450,000 in legal fees / expenses. This is far from the truth. If one was the, I can't say. This is far from the truth. If one was to read the memorandum and that was issued by the court, in fact, Mr. Hill, understandably, that he and Miss Vaccaro share a minor child, was it unilaterally, and prior to any hearing, decided to give Miss Vaccaro $500,000 to do so as she wished and needed. Additionally, Mr. Hill had previously volunteered to provide Miss Vaccaro $100,000 to purchase a vehicle of her choosing, and the court to adopt Mr. Hill's offer. The shakedown is apparent, blah, 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 blah. It goes on to say, Dan, that Mr. Hill incurred and his team in the amount of was he saying he had $1 million in legal fees? $1 million in a child custody deal?
Well, I think he's got 10 kids.
What?
Yeah, I think he has 10.
These new allegations are further proof that Ms. Vaccaro and or her counsel are set on partaking in a smear campaign. And hey, I'm in the middle of that right now too. I can't even, here's the sad thing about it is I can't even promote. Now, you guys all know where to go get it. And I'm not even saying what I'm talking about. But I got a gimmick that rolls out on Friday on 3 different places. And hopefully you've listened to the show long enough to know where to go get them.
What's the name of that river in Brazil? It's a really big one.
The Nile?
The Rio.
The Rio?
I don't know.
Amazon?
It's the Amazon River. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. You can go to the Amazon River and find what I'm pushing.
It's floating down the river.
So It's just unbelievable that I cannot promote that. I've been shut down and gagged. It's just ridiculous. And it really is really affected. I mean, Lemmy, we were really on look at unlicensed dentist. Look at that woman. She's pretty good looking for an unlicensed. I'm going to her. Get my teeth clean.
Oh yeah, she was using a crazy glue for braces.
Great.
What?
Yeah.
So, but Lummy, we were real when we were allowed to promote my gimmick. Let's just call it my gimmick.
Yeah.
When we were allowed to promote my gimmick, that I want everybody to go. I don't want to. Got to make sure the right words. I'd like everybody to partake in my gimmick.
Mm-hmm. A little taste.
It was going swell. In fact, Lummy, I think we were, and by some accounts, the people that keep score and one of the places that got the gimmick, we were number one in the world.
Yes.
Number one in the world.
Another word for that is a meteoric trajectory. You were heading for the stars. Straight up to the sky.
And I got shot down like a kamikaze pilot. And I went right into the side of the aircraft carrier, but I missed.
Like you hit the, what's that invisible barrier they think's around the world, the flat earthers?
I don't know. I hit the Bermuda Triangle. All my instruments went bad, and I noticed it right in the water. So anyway, it's just yesterday, just to let you know, Lummy, I had to go over to Tom Bean's place 4 times.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
He would call me up right after the show. Hey, can you swing on by and sign something? Yes, I can. Because I know he's just busting his ass. Poor guy. My God. He's got, Tom Bean has over 100 Domino's pizzas he stores.
And it's not easy being in the film business.
It's not easy being in the pizza business either. I didn't know this. I was working out with Tom Bean yesterday. Domino's has, listen to this.
Yeah.
Any pizza, any size, any toppings for $9.99.
Oh, can't beat that.
No. I'm not talking about 2 toppings. I'm not talking about cheese pizza. I'm talking about you could say, I want a pan pizza. I don't like the pan. I like the thin, like the thin crust. Hello, Domino's. One of 100 that Tom Bean owns. By the way, this is company wide. Yeah, I'd like a large, ground beef, bacon, sausage, pepperoni, onions, mushrooms,
Ew.
extra cheese, and extra sauce, please. Okay, no problem. $9.99. They get, but it's carry out only. But
for $10, dude, that's incredible.
Incredible.
A hoagie at Wawa is $10.
Right.
You can get delivery. It's just there's a minimum you have to order.
So if I ordered
2 of them,
that's it.
$20 is the minimum,
and they'll give you free delivery on Domino's.
Yeah.
$9.99. Any pizza, any size, any toppings, $9.99. So me and Tom Bean are lifting yesterday. I'm like, was that just 2 toppings? He's like, nope. Numbnuts. It's every. If you wanted to say put every topping you guys got on there on it, do it.
and double up the sauce.
I do think that probably comes with a kicker. I don't think it includes double sauce, because I always had to go double sauce, double cheese when I'm really, when I'm really cheating on my diet. But I'm always on a diet.
Are you a big mayonnaise guy?
No, not a big mayonnaise guy. I'm not a big mustard guy. I'm not a big mayonnaise guy. No, I'm not.
Big ketchup guy.
I'm a big ketchup guy.
That's right.
So anyway, Lummy, I don't know what's up with Tyreek Hill. I know that he's an asshole and that...
What are the allegations that are going on?
He beat his girlfriend.
Did he beat her?
I think
they
said he had 5 kids last year alone.
So he had more kids than touchdowns last year?
Dan,
Yeah.
I know that you're not big on men getting vasectomies.
Nope.
But
Or dogs.
But would you not agree that Tyreek Hill now that's pushing his kid count near 11, 5 of which were last year, that maybe he might want to consider a vasectomy?
You know what? I'd rather him keep reproducing than that crazy F that stabbed the chick in the neck. So the problem is that everyone's reproducing. I would much rather have Tyreek Hill's genes in the humanity than that douchebag on the train in the Carolinas.
So
to
you're
stab that girl.
saying that we
He's got good
should,
genes.
as part of the legal system, add a vasectomy to our penal code, no pun intended. Meaning like, okay, you got 5 years in prison and we're going to give you a vasectomy.
Well, I mean, that would be considered cruel and unusual punishment in America.
Listen,
but I'm all for it, dude. Castrate them all. All these assholes.
Cruel and unusual punishment works.
Yes, it does work, but that's going back to like the Roman and the early England,
How many
torturing type
years
things.
were they around? A lot more than we can barely make it 250. I mean, we're at 250 right now, and it's touch or go whether you make it 10 more.
Well, England's at like 350, 400 from their modern, if you talk about like from the Magna Carta on. It's
but
been
a
about 400
vasectomy
years.
is not cruel and unusual. You're not taking off their balls. You're not cutting off their penis.
Just snipping the connection.
You're just cutting the vas, cauterizing it so it'll never grow back, and they can't make any more kids. Bad people shouldn't be able to produce children.
I agree 100%, Bubba, but it's never going to happen.
How do you go by what's bad? Who's bad?
You're good.
Okay.
Seth, you don't care as long as you're good, right?
It seems like a case by case.
It is.
It is.
You should have to apply to have a kid.
So wait. So Seth, at 12 arrests, do you get your vasectomy?
So let's say this.
At attempted murder, do you get it?
Oh yeah. I'm just
your
saying,
IQ's 30.
I'm just saying, is this for just people that have committed crimes, or am I just a guy off the street that's got to go see Bubba before I can impregnate my wife?
You got to go to the reproduction court. And you got to say, I got
to give him my papers and background check.
Yeah, they're going to say, let me see. Look, Seth Kushner, he's 38 years old, never been arrested. Seems like he's never been in trouble, pays his taxes. Yeah, you're good. You can have kids, buddy.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Kid away.
Next.
Next guy stabbed a woman 42 times in the bus, has been arrested 14 times, is a menace to society. No. You cannot have kids. Take him right now and go give him a vasectomy. Even if they have to strap you down. First of all, it doesn't even hurt that much. Once they numb up your bag, I numbed my own bag up. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I numbed my own, and it's probably not, I don't want to get Dr. Mark in trouble, but I'm laying there, with my bag out, and Dr. Mark takes this little purple magic marker, and he puts 2 dots on my bag. And I go, what's that for? And he goes, that's where I'm going to numb up your bag so you can't feel this. And I go, what are you numbing it up with? He goes, an insulin needle with whatever the stuff's called.
Lidocaine.
Lidocaine. And I go, how much you putting in it? And he goes, I'm going to do 2. I'm going to use this entire syringe full, and I'm going to go half on one purple dot and half on the other. I said, can I shoot my own bag? I'd rather just do it myself. And he goes, are you kidding me? And I go, no, I'd rather shoot my own bag than have you shoot it.
Oh, man.
And he's like, yeah, go ahead. Here's where I marked where you shot. Just shoot it. But make sure you go in deep enough or I'll have to reshoot it.
Shoot your own bag and you're to blame. Sorry.
You're not going to have any kids in your name, right?
Oh,
I just wrote it long.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
So anyway... Then so I shot my own bag. Next thing you know, man, my bag is so numb that you could have taken a sledgehammer to it. And he goes, okay, now this might be the part where you want to lay down and not watch because, I'm going to slice.
Did he deliver your testicle out of the scrotum, or did he just find the vase and cut it?
No, he just found the vase. He alligator clipped the vase. He
2 roach clips and a cut?
Yep, and then he cauterized it.
Did he tie it too?
Yep. He tied it and cauterized it. And he goes, there's not a chance this will ever grow back. Because he goes, back in the day, before they would cauterize it and tie it, there's been incidences where the vase reconnects itself.
Yep.
And next thing you know, a guy who thinks he can't have kids and he's letting it ride on his girlfriend. Next thing you know, he's got his girlfriend calling her saying he's Mr. Period, and they're about fixing to have a kid. And he's like, well, it can't be mine because I got a vasectomy. So he goes to his urologist and like, your vas grew back. There's not a chance in hell my vas can grow back because not only did they tie it off, but they cauterized each end of it. So there's no way I can have any children. Vaquero says Tyreek Hill's baby mama, who's pretty damn good looking. See her right there?
They were married, so they were.
Oh, they were married?
Yeah.
Were at their guest house in the Southwest Ranches, Florida, when Hill went off on her during a conversation about a post-nuptial agreement. Oh, so he didn't get a prenup. And he's, making all this money, Lummy, and he She says he shoved her to the floor, then ripped off her necklace, causing a cut and bruise. 2 weeks later, late in January of 2024, Vaquero claims that Hill got mad at her while the two were at Orlando, Florida hotel. And she wrote the documents, violently attacked her, threw her to the floor, twisting her intimate butt. Was he giving her tizzity twizzisters?
Sounds like it. Pull her weave out.
Twisting her intimate body parts, ripping her hair out, grabbing anything on her person that he could get a hold of. On February 7th of that year, Vaquero alleges that Hill attacked her again. Listen, don't you think after the first attack that maybe you would say this enough? And then you go out.
No, he's rich. He'll change.
And then true.
Well, in March, they were trying to have another kid, which would make number 13 for him because he's had 12 now, I found out.
Vaquero alleges that this is the third attack. Attacked her again as they were getting ready to leave for the Pro Bowl. He shoved a marijuana cigarette in her face.
Nice.
She claimed it in the documentary and told her to get her suitcase and get out of the house. Hill then threw her suitcase out the door and threw her out the door, locking it behind her. Well, he runs a tight ship, doesn't he not?
Yeah.
Total Vaquero says that they were 8 instances of domestic violence, including. Now, let me ask you a question. Don't you think that these would far be more validated if she had called the police? When she's out in the front lawn with her suitcase and having it thrown out, having documented this with your local police agency would certainly be great for her, would it not?
Yeah. I recently started reading a Jordan Peterson book about the 12 rules of life and was talking about stability versus chaos. And then I came across this on social media the other day. Dostoevsky proved it. Modern women don't want peace. They're addicted to chaos. Dostoevsky, I don't know how to say his last name, spent his life studying human darkness. Not the fairy tales, the addictions, the self-sabotage, and his conclusions. People don't choose happiness. They choose suffering. They chase it. He wrote, man is sometimes extraordinary, passionately in love with suffering. Now look at modern women. They don't run from the chaos. They feed it. She calls peace boring. Give her a stable man, a faithful man, a vision-driven man, she'll yawn. Give her a reckless man, a liar, a bad boy with mood swings, and she'll melt. Dostoevsky said that man confuses pain with passion. Women perfected it. Peace doesn't turn her on. Drama does. She mistakes stability for weakness. A calm husband, he's not masculine enough. A predictable leader, he's controlling. A man that keeps her safe, he's boring. So she tests him. She pokes him. She picks fights at midnight just to feel alive. He saw this centuries ago, and people destroy good just to prove they still have freedom.
Well, those are bitches. Those are straight ass bitches.
But what he's saying is that there's a big chunk of women today
that act like that way.
They would rather pick a fight at midnight than go to bed and wake up and not have a problem.
When me and Merch Crick have fights, do you know what I say? I'm not talking to you.
That's a good. That's how you handle it.
No, I'm just saying I'm not talking to you. I am so mad at you that whatever I say is going to hurt you. And whatever I say, you're going to eventually, after we make up, throw it back in my face. I can't believe you said that. I said I have a very sharp tongue, and I say things sometimes that I shouldn't, even publicly on the radio. So I'm going to light your ass up here in a minute, not physically, verbally. And so you need to leave.
But you've had the fighters, Bubba.
You don't need to leave the house. Just leave my presence.
And Bubba, you've had both sides. I mean, you've had women that make you a better person, and you've had women that pick a fight at 11:30 at night.
Yes,
You've had both.
I'm not going to mention any names, but in one of my long-term relationships, I had a woman that wanted to absolutely pick a fight. Like, she wanted to fight. I mean, like, fight. And
like fist fight?
Well, no, but
drama.
Damn near it.
Drama.
Anyway, Lummy, there was an incident of domestic violence where they were trying. Hill spit on her.
Oh.
And others were. What she claims, but while she was pregnant, she got spit on. Okay, I mean spit. I mean they do that. There was 3 instances of that, I think, in
football,
NFL this past weekend.
In college.
So anyway, I've never liked this guy. I never have. I never have liked this guy. Now, is he the kind of guy? Wasn't he in the offseason running his mouth about getting a trade? He wanted traded from the Dolphins?
Yes, he did.
Because he thinks Tua's an ass bucket?
Yeah.
He was right, turns out.
He might have been right on that one.
But he's like Antonio Brown, though. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
And so when you just are an asshole, it takes a while before you get humbled. And when he is 45 or 50 years old and has lost 80% of his money, he'll become humble again.
I can't see how you can save, no matter what type of financial investor you have, when you got 13 children you're paying for. And children's, how much you pay for child support is nothing. Doesn't matter what attorney you get. The state of Florida has an equation. Dan, and I know, but you can't hide money. It's strictly on your taxes and what you personally make, and it's a straight equation. I mean, I've only had to figure in one kid when I was paying child support. Can you imagine figuring 13? And Dan, do they use that same equation for all 13?
It goes down with each extra child.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I was going to say, otherwise, I mean, you'd be living homeless.
Oh, there's a lot of professional athletes that are broke because of child support and alimony.
But I think there also should be, I don't think, when a man and a woman get divorced or they have a child together and you're trying to figure out the child support stuff and the guy makes quite a bit of money, whether he's a professional athlete or whatever, I think that
he's made $147 million in his career.
Yeah, but immediately cut that in half. So he's at 80 million. And, cut that in half. That's what he's really made. So he's probably made 45 million.
Out of 147?
Yeah. I mean,
taxes, probably $50-60 million goes to taxes.
Agent takes 3 or 4 points.
Agent takes a few points, and then all of the exes are taking points.
So, here's the deal. When you get these athlete levels of income, and you see these baby mamas, getting $30,000, $40,000 a month for child support based on how successful the male is, I think that there needs to be a millionaire kicker clause that states, okay, yes, the professional athlete that got you pregnant makes $40 million a year, doing his job, and you're entitled to, based on the child support equation, of $45,000 a month child support. I think there needs to be a millionaire kicker clause where they cap it at no matter how. I mean, if you would send your kid to private school, you would have child care. You would dress your child as nice as they wanted to be dressed. You have a nice car yourself, $100,000 plus car, and you live in a, $5,000 or $6,000 a month condo. It wouldn't take. Now, I'm not. Child support shouldn't figure in what it takes for the mom to live. It's supposed to be, isn't it, Dan, just for the kid, what it takes to raise that kid.
Yes.
So let's say the mom wants.
Can a mom live if she's raising five kids?
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you what a mom can do. is if she's got one kid, she can live on $10,000 a month easily, not 40. And so I think they should kick it. They should cap it at $10,000 a month, because there's no way that you cannot have a nice house, a nice car, and send your kid to private school for more than $10,000. $10,000 a month would cover a nice condo, private school, food and clothing for the kid, and transportation for $10,000 a month.
According to this, Tyreek Hill on an average pays $3,500 a month each kid, and one of his wives gets $50,000 a month. Another gets three others get $20,000 a month.
All right, so hold on here.
That's all it is.
About $100,000 a month.
Yeah, $100,000 a month. I mean, Dan, at $10,000 a month, you can shelter. You can have the nicest shelter, the nicest car, the most private of schools, and the nicest clothes and food for $10,000 a month. Now, granted, you as the mom might not be able to go out and buy your Louis Vuittons and all your, and live like you think you need to live. But that kid, which is the only one you're really responsible for, that kid can live on $10,000 a month, and you're the custodian of that child. So I think there should be, these $40,000 and $50,000 a month child support payments are ridiculous. That's just allowing the woman to not have to work. God forbid that some of you women out there have to go work that are hooked up to multimillionaires, and you're living off child support. There a lot of women, I think we would all agree, we know of different instances of women that have divorced rich men that don't work because they don't have to, because the child support is enough for them to live and support that kid.
Oh, yeah, that absolutely happens. And Florida is one of those states that isn't so one-sided. I mean, if you're married less than 7 years in Florida, there's a presumption against alimony. The child support's always going to be in there, but the alimony thing is what changes. And that law really significantly changed how men were being, tagged for alimony. And, women have fought so much for equal, rights and equal, value in the workplace. And now you're seeing some men actually get alimony from women.
Yeah, Kevin Federline from Britney Spears. Remember? He was making I know another one was Kelly Clarkson's husband, who I think just died.
Yeah, he did.
Kelly Clarkson's husband, he got their Utah. They had a $10 million Utah ski resort kind of house. Mm-hmm. He got that. He got the kids.
How'd he die?
I don't know how he died.
Cancer?
She probably killed him.
Probably.
I think, honest to God, she was paying. Can you look up the Kelly Clarkson deal? But I think she stroked down he got the
$1.3 million down.
1.3. So listen to this, Dan. Do the numbers. She stroked him down. This is Kelly Clarkson. This is rich woman to regular guy. 1.3 down.
And it looks like he got a house in Utah.
Yeah, which I heard was $5 to $10 million.
And it looks like he was getting $2,000 a kid. And it looks like he bumped it up to take care of everything. $150,000 per month.
$150,000 per month.
Wow.
I'd hire me a full-time nanny staff and go get my own apartment and have all kinds of fun.
Oh, boy.
No doubt.
Wouldn't you, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
If somebody was giving you $150,000 to raise your kids, you'd be there for your kids, but there'd be some weekend nights where you might
I'd have full-time help though.
Yeah,
$150,000 a month. That's like $1.8 million a year.
Yeah,
that's a lot. And by the way, Bubba, that's no taxes there.
Oh, that's right. You pay no taxes on child support.
Sorry, here he got $1.3 million lump sum.
Yeah, 1.3 down.
He put it down to $115,000 per month spousal support.
$115,000.
That's the alimony.
That's him living his life according to the way he wants to live his life when he was with her.
Child support for 2 kids, $45,000.
So that makes it at to $1.50.
The Utah house and 5% ownership in their Montana ranch, which is worth $17.8 million.
Jeez.
And she has to pay for all the airfare, which totals $350,000. The children's private air travel.
Oh, so when they're going to see her, Dan, they don't even get on. They don't even get on American or U.S. They get on. They get on a private jet. Oh, God. Before I leave, I thought I'd go through this list right now. I don't know if I agree with this. WWE ranks the most indestructible superstars in history. Now, Seth, what are they like? What are they using? Like, is this like the top 10 guys that couldn't be beat, or the top 10 guys that were positioned by the company to be so tough that you couldn't beat them, or like what?
I mean, I'll look it up to see. I'm not gonna try to guess what their exact definition of indestructible.
I don't even know who Jacob Fatu is.
He's new.
Or Solos, this guy.
They're part of the Roman Reigns bloodline family.
Where's Andre the Giant?
Yeah, where's Andre the Giant? He was like he should be number one.
Maybe he was destructible.
Well, I guess at the end of the day he was. Hogan slammed him at WrestleMania 3 and passed the torch. And Goldberg. I mean, they position Goldberg as indestructible, but Chris Jericho got him in a front face lock in front of all the boys and made him cry. Undertaker 1, Brock Lesnar 2, Goldberg 3, Bray Wyatt 4, Kane 5, Hogan 6, Ultimate Warrior 7, Jacob Fatu 8, Mankind 9, and the Solo, whoever the hell.
Solo Sikoa. It says the ability to withstand punishment, overcome adversity, and keep coming back when others stay down is the quality that defines
the Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior was the biggest fraud.
I don't know.
No, we're not mad at you. We're just saying we're mad at this article. The Ultimate Warrior was the biggest fraud in the history of the WWE. The biggest fraud ever. Jacked up on steroids.
Yeah, but just as his presentation as a wrestler, I mean, he was
couldn't work worth a lick. Held, you know what ended up getting him fired? He was at one of the WrestleManias and he was supposed to work Hogan. I guess he found out what Hogan was making somehow, way, shape, or form, and he wrote Vince the night before while he was in the hotel that he wanted to get paid the same as Hogan, or he wasn't showing up. Vince's hands were tied because it was WrestleMania, it was SummerSlam, or it was one of the big pay-per-views, and they really didn't have somebody else for Hogan. They had worked this huge angle, and Vince had to basically lay down and pay him, and after he paid him, he fired him. He gave him his paycheck and fired him. He was the biggest dick ever.
Why does everybody hate Ultimate Warrior so much? Rest in peace.
Ask any wrestler, any of the boys who was the most overrated and could not work and was so full of himself. James Dillwig is, I think, what his name was. I know that Hogan hated him. Hogan absolutely hated him, and didn't make peace with him until Ultimate Warrior's induction into the Hall of Fame. And I think that Ultimate Warrior died like a week after his Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, it was pretty quick after.
Skippy makes a good point. Where's Kurt Angle?
That's right.
Where's Kurt Angle?
Come on, Seth.
And in real life, man, nobody could kick Kirk.
But these guys are all presented as like monsters outside of like Hulk Hogan. I mean, The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, The Fiend, Mankind. I don't know. Kurt Angle doesn't really like fit on the list there.
I throw Goldberg out, and I put Angle in there, and I throw the Ultimate Warrior out, and I probably put in
Bruiser Brody.
Yeah,
that was a stud.
Did you ever hear about Bruiser Brody? What happened to him? He got stabbed to death in a Puerto Rican shower.
Yeah, that's how tough he was.
Really?
Yes. Oh, my God, it was the worst story ever. There was a guy named Carlos Colon down there in Puerto Rico. He's kind of the Vince McMahon, right? Carlos Colon is the Vince McMahon of the Puerto Rican territory. But he's also the Hulk Hogan. So, he was the booker and he was the most over, which doesn't usually work out pretty good. And you know what I'm saying? So there was a Bruiser Brody was this guy from San Antonio, Texas. I met his wife, Lummy, when I was in San Antonio.
Nice.
And he was the stiffest and the meanest. And he was so big and so like he was. Even Andre was a little leery of him. And he was supposed to do. He was working at a baseball. They would do their matches at baseball fields. And he was having an argument with somebody, and they took him into the shower and stabbed him to death. And Tony Atlas, I think it was named, was it Tony?
Yeah, Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas was the only American down there, and went and picked him up out of the shower. The Puerto Rican boys, I guess the guy who stabbed him was like way over and was Carlos's friend, so nobody saw nothing. Tony Atlas picked up his Bruiser Brody was like 6'9", 350. Tony Atlas got the paramedics, put him in the ambulance, rode with him to the hospital, went into and he died. Bruiser Brody died, and nobody was ever brought to justice. The cops never really looked into it because Carlos Colon told everybody just to don't worry about it. He'd handle it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the paramedics took an hour to get there because of all the traffic.
Right. And here is Tony Atlas holding his best friend, the only American down there at the territory at the time, and Bruiser Brody was dying right in Tony Atlas's hands. And then for years, none of the pro wrestlers from America would go down there and wrestle and then Carlos Colon, I think, started working with Vince in some way, shape, or form to get some wrestlers down there. But, there was always kind of a black eye on the whole Puerto Rican. Mike, the Texas Hangman.
Yeah.
He was at the premiere.
Really?
Did you know I bet you didn't know that, Seth.
I saw the guy wearing the mask.
No, he didn't have the mask.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Rollovers after birth, Jesse, Brooks, Bobo. Let's do Club. Shut it up. Okay, gotta call you the police. What's up, Slayer? Caviar tacos. Night Rider. KW. 50 Short Joker. Jesse. Yinzer. Skippy. Hollywood. Shannon McCann. Quantum. Another spin instructor. Daggett. No. Over here. What's up, CC Hall? Good morning. Bubba's Triple Chin. Good morning. Permagram. Grumpy Biker. Berto. Andy. Felix. David Soto. Fuck you. JB 200. Building. Yeah, Yankee. What Bobby Joe Day said.
Hey, Lummy.
He's not in here, sir.
okay.
Swamp cabbage. Felix. Barrios. Encounters. James. Whistler. Egan. Zellos. Liz. Mitch the Mark. Mad Props Media. Ed Rocks. What do you need from Lummy? Bubba, what do you want from Lummy?
Nothing. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, Bubba, sorry.
I don't need anything, bud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the running back is definitely something they got to get. It's just, that's like the cherry on the, yeah. The guy playing last night, they drafted in the 7th round, Kyle Minagi, yeah. Well, I appreciate you being kind about the Bears.
I watched that.
You're a good man.
Watched that, broke it down. Forced my kid to watch the whole game,
Well, my daughter's got to wake up today, and I got to fucking, this is.
Give her the bad news.
I don't want to do this. Yeah. I had to get bad news when I woke up for my family. Now my daughter's got to get it.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Today, Lummy, let's maybe say about 8:15, we'll start kind of maybe going through potentially the Hall of Fame list.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we'll call it the roughed in, the nominees.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I got my list. I don't know if you want to go at a break and go out and just go over it with you. With what we talked about.
I'd rather you just, I guess.
Okay.
Can you make it into the Hall of Fame without giving money?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's...
Didn't we did it for the 3D printing? Did he make it that year?
Yeah,
well, the amount of money he spends in the 3D printing process far exceeds $2,400.
Oh, exactly.
Caitlin Halley has made the...
Caitlin, we have an open mind about it. Yeah.
Adam from Atlas probably made it, if you count what he's given.
He's in the Hall of Fame, yes.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Mike in Greenville, South Carolina.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, I just wanted to say a few things before y'all get into all your subjects about someone who loves radio, Bubba. I've been listening to radio since the 70s. I've been listening to you since the beginning. I would say there almost needs to be an indestructible radio guy list, and I would put you at number one because you're the only guy that's maintained through all the bull crap and managed to come out like you have, Bubba. You're always yourself. I do want to mention this real quick, and I hope you don't make fun of me, but I played American Graffiti the other day to watch it. I hadn't watched it in probably 20 years. And, man, I'm telling you, when Wolfman Jack started talking, I just heard a little bit of your growl, a little bit of your voice in there.
Well, thank you.
That you do imitation-wise. But, man, has anyone ever told you that you kind of sound like Wolfman Jack?
Not really. Wolfman was he was a legend. He was more of a not a monologue-based radio personality. He was more of a music-based guy. Wolfman Jack has an interesting story in the fact that he was on a Mexican radio station that was right at the border of it was either I don't know if it was at the border of Texas or in the border of California, but it was a 50,000 or 100,000 watt AM station that could literally cover half of America. And he was the nighttime jock, much kind of like I would attribute kind of some of my nighttime, shows back in the day when I was on the Power Pig and things like that. That would align more so with Wolfman Jack than what I've been doing since. I mean, I've been doing spoken word mornings and/or afternoons. With no music since 96. So, prior to 96, yeah, I could see that people could say where I was a little Wolfman-ish because he was shocking in what he did, much like not nearly as shocking as what I would do. I think the most shocking thing that Wolfman would do would have girls sit on the speakers and then he would go like lick the microphone and simulate oral sex. I never did that, but thank you for the comparison. That's certainly a compliment. Thank you.
And just let me say, because I always forget to say this, you always pick up on my call. I miss Jay Thomas. I just want to say that.
Jay Thomas was one hell of a personality, had a hell of a run in Los Angeles locally, and then they expanded him, syndicated him as a morning man. He then went on to be an actor. He was on
Cheers.
I think he was on Cheers and a few other things. And then in his latter part of his career, Howard hooked him up on Howard 101 with me. And he had like a weekend shift. The great Jay Thomas, we lost him way too soon.
Well, can I tell you a joke that I told Jay when he got rid of me on the phone?
Well, I mean, you've gone from telling me one thing to now we're at four,
okay.
but continue on. Go ahead.
Do you know how Santa Claus gets in a mobile home?
No, I don't, sir.
$225 down, $225 a month, just like everybody else.
Appreciate it, my friend. I hope some of your coworkers find that funny because we found it stupid. Thank you.
Uncle Eric, $50.
So I could see where I could do this. And of course I'd be put in jail. They would certainly come put me in jail based on how I'm treated around here.
Yep.
But this is really chicken shiz. The actor that played on Breaking Bad, he was one of the bad guys on Breaking Bad. What was his name? Was it Tuco?
Yeah, Tuco. Salamanca.
Raymond Cruz has been released from police custody on his own recognizances and is due back in court October 1st. Tough break for Raymond Cruz, the actor who brought a fan villain type Tuco caused the cops to haul him in this morning on suspicion of a misdemeanor battery. So listen to what he did. Law enforcement officials tell TMZ that somebody called the police claiming Cruz assaulted their daughter, allegedly blasting her with a garden hose.
He squirted water on her and he blasted her with a garden hose.
So a source familiar with the case tells TMZ Cruz was washing his car and asked the girl to move out of the way. When she didn't, she allegedly got sprayed and believed that he did it on purpose. Well, hell yes, he did it on purpose. He asked you to move, you didn't, and he sprayed you. I don't know that I wouldn't do the same.
Is it like spitting on somebody?
No, I don't think so, because spit's not a bottle.
I don't know. He's in jail.
Water
it's
is
battery. You hit someone with something. Just like that lady that squirted my car when I drove by her. It's battery. But you can kill somebody and they let you out in 4 days. This guy's going to stay in jail because he squirted somebody with a hose. She got splashed.
The incident went down outside of Cruz's home, outside of in the Silver Lake area of Los Angeles. He's now behind bars and getting prosecuted. Since it's a misdemeanor arrest, the case will be handled by the L.A. city attorney. So far, no charges have been filed with minor infractions. The city attorney often defers prosecution and holds an office hearing where the alleged offender is warned and sometimes agrees to anger management in exchange for dropping the charges. Cruz has also racked up credits on a long-running shows like The Closer and Major Crimes, making him a steady face in the TV crime world. I can just see it now. I don't know that it went down this way, but he's washing his car, minding his own business, and she is not minding her own business and getting nosy and asking him what he's doing. And he says, I'm washing my car. You need to watch out because you're going to get sprayed. And she said, so why don't you leave? Listen, if I'm washing my car, Lummy, and a kid, I don't even want to be near a kid that's not mine or that I don't know. Well, like if little Danny came up, I know little Danny. I can handle little Danny. Like, little Danny, get the hell out of here. I'm going to tell your dad. And little Danny would leave.
He probably should have shot her on a stand your ground gimmick,
Might not be in jail.
I found out it says it just came out a couple minutes ago. It looks like these two women came up while he was washing his car and started filming him. He asked them to leave and to stop taping him, and he said
which by the way they don't have to, as long as they're not in his property or in his immediate personal circle.
And he said that he told him, "You're not giving me room to," because I guess they were getting close. He said, "You're going to get wet." They didn't listen. They kept filming him. He turned to tell him to stop filming him, and he hosed him in the camera in the face.
Man, those hoes have not seen Breaking Bad because you don't mess with Tuca.
That's right.
Tuca. That's a bad dude.
I mean, like, okay, if they're filming him because he's a celebrity, and he tells him, he warns them and says, please stop. They don't have to, but they can distance themselves. So,
but even if it is battery, like to take him to jail, to go through all that for a spray,
I know
that's a slow day in California.
That's ridiculous.
It says the city attorney may give him a warning, but he has to agree to 60 to 75 hours of anger management.
Oh
classes.
my God!
Come on, dude.
Yeah. I mean, Dan,
that's like a $60,000 fine because I'm sure he makes over $1,000 an hour when he does stuff.
I mean, how would you handle that, Dan? You're out washing your Ferrari. A couple people don't recognize it as Dr. Dan Diaco. Now, your situation's different because in order for them to come to the area of your house where you would be washing your Ferrari, they got to go about a football field deep into your property.
Right, they're getting shot.
Well, I don't know if I'd recommend that, but I mean, a person
and
has to.
If they're in my front yard and they're just filming and they're kind of like
you can't shoot them.
No, but then if they're in my front yard, like near the sidewalk, and they're filming, I just turn on the sprinklers.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if they had navigated all the way down your driveway,
they're getting shot.
To in front of your carriage house, and they're taping over there where your jet ski trailer is. Right there, because you're kind of like in the shade. Because I'm sure you're washing one of your $1 zillion cars, and you tell them, "Hey, get out of here, or I'm going to spray you." They don't leave.
I'm spraying them all day long.
Why should you be in charge? Now, if you didn't give them an option to leave and you just sprayed them, I can see where that would be more of a problem. But I don't see any of it as a problem. If they're on your property and they're taping you, listen, I think we can all prove that I don't think anybody has ever died from getting sprayed in the face with a water hose. No, hold on.
A garden.
A home pressure. Home hose.
Right.
Not the one they put out, big tall buildings with that two firemen. I mean, have you seen
the third one? Right.
Sometimes they have to have two men the size of Lummy holding that hose.
They regularly use two men.
That hose in your face in close proximity is going to kill you.
That could hurt you.
Right, blow your face right off.
We knock you down like a hammer.
So
I'm surprised you're allowed to wash your car in California.
Yeah, that's another.
To me, that's the bigger offense here.
They're
than
probably going to
spraying
get
her
for a water violation.
Right.
Listen, we're going to let you off on the battery deal, but you're washing on Monday, and your water day isn't until Thursday, buddy. They got water days. They got days that you can water.
We have them too.
Hello,
Bubba.
Yeah,
Louis 3, Michigan.
What's going on,
Michigan?
Michigan?
I was listening to nothing. I was listening to Shannon the other day. I wanted to ask Dan. Dan, have you ever heard of the documentary Watch the Water? It's Schmovid vaccine, COVID-19 kind of documentary.
Listen, sir. You don't have to disguise the word COVID or vaccine on this show.
Okay.
You can, I don't know who's conditioned you to think that you have to do that, but it's no longer.
Well, I didn't want YouTube to take you down.
No, it's no longer the boogeyman that they tried to make it.
They only take us down for bad phone calls.
Right, they only take us down for truckers that are illegally using their horns. But go ahead, sir.
Yeah, there's a bunch of deer on the road here in Michigan. So, Dan, listening to it, they kind of alluded to the vaccine and maybe the virus being something to do with the cobra snake bite venom to paralyze the lungs, and maybe that's what
there was a couple people that said it had like a snake venom type structure to it, but that's not really true.
That's what I didn't think.
There are sequences from HIV in the COVID spike protein, but I don't think that the snake venom theory really played out.
They did get into the spike proteins a lot, how that kind of fought your body, like what you've been saying the whole thing. It was just really interesting, so I didn't know if you watched or heard.
Dan's not going to bother himself with a bunch of bull crap like that.
But it's still interestingly, COVID-19, it's still a thing. People still get sick from it. I still encourage treating.
Is it still very treatable?
It's very treatable. It's been treatable since day one.
And have we built up herd immunity?
Significantly. And like I said, as the bubble gets bigger, the walls of the bubble get thinner, and COVID now is way less virulent than it was, 4 years ago. But still, people get sick from it. Some people even die from it. Just like some people will get sick and die from, therapies and vaccines.
A bee sting.
A bee sting.
So
getting shot by a house garden hose.
It's just one of very many different illnesses that are out there that people can pick up, whether it's the regular flu, the standard cold, or getting bit by a snake. Like it's just another thing that you can get sick on. I don't think it's no longer the boogeyman.
No, it's just like the boogie bitch. Bubba, what do you see the first time you see
it's a boogie bitch?
It's a boogie bitch.
Anyway, buddy, I appreciate you. Full trucker effect. Thank you.
Bubba, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see someone wearing a mask now in public?
Douche. Yeah, first, if I see somebody wearing a mask now, I automatically think that they're
gonna steal your baseball,
a Karen, or they're woke. I think I think woke.
Woke more than Karen.
I feel like they might have a compromised immune system and are trying to be extra careful. That's my first thought.
Now, that's your first thought, Seth? You're just a kind person.
That's my first thought.
So when a flight attendant,
you're a kind person.
So if a flight attendant's doing it, you think that flight attendant's immune compromised?
Oh, I would. I mean, if you're going to wear a mask anywhere on a plane is where to do it. That's a one disgusting tube that you're sitting in for a couple hours.
I mean, I kind of agree with Seth. I would never probably wear a mask. But if I was to see a person wearing a mask in a plane, takes me my being a bitch, being a Karen, being woke meter goes way down if it's in a plane, because I could see where a person would be concerned about the recycled air in a plane. Although planes actually have a pretty complex filtration system, I can still see where the mentality is most people think that it's just recycled air, and you're with 214 people in a very, 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 very small environment.
And 25 of them are nonstop coughing bastards.
Right, exactly. So the only place where I'm not judgmental to somebody that's got a mask is a plane. I get it. I get it in a plane. I will not judge you for wearing a mask if you're on the plane.
They tell you not to. They specifically say if you see people with a mask, don't tease them.
Well, yeah, because they're already stressed out. Let me.
They can't take it.
Lummy, I wanna send our condolences out to T-Shirt Will and his wife Kelly.
Oh.
This is just the most horrible thing. So Kelly's mom passed away last night.
Oh.
And so I guess the word came down yesterday that mom was not doing too swell. So he put her on a plane. And she landed in Michigan and was 30 minutes from the hospital when her mom passed.
Oh.
So that would suck because, you'd want to say goodbye if you could. And if you were just 30 minutes and now you're there just,
I know. It's tough. Not everybody gets to be there for those last moments.
Yeah. In most incidences, they don't know you're there anyway. I mean, right? So it's kind of
we make up those things to try to feel better about the situation, but how the hell do we know?
Right, but it's like it's our own feelings, meaning it's to make us feel better, not them. Obviously, they're in dire straits, and a lot of times, Dan, when somebody's that close to death, that you don't make it to the hospital and you're 30 minutes away, they probably weren't conscious to even know who was around them. Am I right?
Arguably, yes. It happened to me with my uncle. I flew out to L.A. and I missed it by just a few hours.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Bubba, real quick. I didn't know if you saw this when watching football over the weekend, but I did happen to see a promo that the NFL ran, and your favorite kid, the Riz, was on an NFL promo commercial.
What type of commercial was it? Promoting the NFL? Was it promoting a
product?
Like
Bubba, it was like that 20-second thing, like NFL today, and it would show everything from like a Bucks cheerleader to the coaches and the fans, and it's him. There's a couple other celebrities that did some smiles, cameos.
It made me sick.
And here's the deal, man. And here's the deal. What has that kid done?
He made a funny face.
There's so many talented kids out there that are doing so many unbelievable and remarkable things.
Who?
I don't know.
Kids do remarkable things.
There's all kinds of kids out there that are doing remarkable things.
Right, and the Riz is doing remarkable things.
Being fat and scratching his chin?
It's just
complaining about a 20-second commercial.
No, but hold on. What is the Riz's special attribute? What is the Riz doing
Bubba,
that not a person that's practically brain dead couldn't do?
He's just as relevant and just as much important and really, fundamentally transformative stuff as the millennial saint. That guy should be recognized.
Who?
The millennial saint. The Catholic Church just canonized a kid, a person that died as a child. In modern history, he's a modern guy. The guy lived, 10 years ago. He was walking the face of the earth, and now they made him a saint. He actually did something. The Riz, like you said, Bubba, did zero.
Well, but there's also kids that are like
in between.
Well, no, but there's if you look at every sport out there, from soccer to basketball to baseball, there is that. How old is the Riz? 12? 13?
I think he's like 8 or 9.
Okay, 8 or 9. Do you know how many 8 or 9? Let's just however old the Riz is. Do you know how many kids are at the same age that are doing unbelievable, mind-blowing stuff for their age? For instance, Dan, how many 8 or 9-year-olds are like Nick Bolea smart? You mean Nick Diaco. I'm sorry, Nick Diaco.
But how does that play into being popular in pop culture? How does being smart play into being famous?
That's the problem with pop culture.
But I found
we don't recognize excellence in all types of different subsects. What we do is find some fat kid that can rub his chin.
And you're assuming he's dumb, right?
Yeah, he's dumb.
Well, Bubba, I sent you the commercial if you want to.
Like how many other kids his age do unbelievable stuff besides rub their chin and be fat?
I think he reps in this one. 40 seconds in.
I'd rather just play the whole commercial.
Oh, okay.
Or is it stupid?
It's talking about just pro NFL.
It's talking about what?
It's just a pro NFL, all NFL teams.
Hold on, guys. I actually think this is our year.
No.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, Super Bowl.
What? No. When pigs fly.
See, I get this. Especially if you are the NFL and you know who your P1 demographic are, which is guys.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Seth, Dan, Lummy, Jay, where you're so I could see us sitting around, arguing about our teams.
We think this is our year.
No. Okay. Jaden Daniels, Super Bowl.
What? No. When pigs fly.
You rang.
Caleb and the Bears brave beat.
Lions hunting Super Bowls, biting kneecap in a Jeep.
Blizzard on the field.
We got a three-headed goat.
ATL, where's it done?
I'm on a dolphin, not the float. Cut. Guys, my legs are chafing. I need some baby powder, seriously.
Travis Hunter double trouble. Lights out in the black hole.
Yo, cool, icy cold.
It's time to rock and roll.
Giant size hopes you can handle the risk.
He makes a commercial, Bubba.
I get the commercial.
I love the commercial.
Clear up until here. I love it. I think no, but like, I mean, like, I
It's
get
a great commercial.
It's a great commercial.
It's a great commercial.
And
They should have thrown him in.
everybody that they highlight, except for this kid, which is just like an AI deal.
Yeah,
right.
Probably is a P1 NFL football consumer.
That's supposed to be the Buccaneer guy, isn't it? Or is that the Raider guy?
It's the Raider
guy.
Yo, cool, icy cold.
It's time to rock and roll.
Giant size hopes you can handle the risk.
But you gotta be.
And again, let's just be honest. What does the Riz do that's so remarkable?
You can't see his own dong.
Is he a 9-year-old guy that plays basketball that averages 40 a game?
Nope.
Is he a 9-year-old little girl that plays soccer that averages five goals a game? Is it a 9-year-old little boy that has never lost a spelling bee and is the smartest kid in school? Is it little Sammy that can sink 14 threes in a row? There's so many other kids that can actually do something that's impressive besides being fat and rubbing your chin. I mean, let's break it down. What does the Riz do? He's fat and he rubs his chin. And he calls himself the Riz. That's all he does. Please correct me. Anybody correct me and let me know, what does the Riz do besides be fat and rub his chin?
I didn't know you had to do anything to be in a commercial.
Well, I mean, I think you got to be. you got
to be somebody.
You got to be something
You gotta be
besides a
somebody.
fat 9-year-old that rubs his chin. I mean, listen, 10 years ago, somebody would have said, hey, listen, there's going to be this fat 9-year-old kid from New Jersey, and all he's going to do is just rub his chin and go, You're going to say, what?
Greta Thunberg's from Jersey.
And that guy is going to be the most popular guy, and the NFL is going to give him commercials, and they're going to let him do, like, he's going to be a major star. He's going to be on night show, talk show. He's going to, okay, what does he do? He is fat, and he rubs his chin like this. Okay, what else does he do? No, that's it. He's fat, and he rubs his chin like this. That's all he does. I would have said there's no way. There's no way that a fat kid rubbing his chin is pop culturally one of the most popular people in all the world.
Giant size hopes you can handle the risk.
But you gotta beat the champs, cause you know what it is. Come on,
Wow, he actually had the most important cameo. That was the last one.
The Bucks had a lot too.
Wow, he's a superstar, Bubba.
Disgusting.
I sent you Dr. Dan's, I guess, kid that's the holiest or now.
Oh, when we talk about young kids and excellence, this kid was canonized because he was such a good human being, and we should be celebrating good human beings instead of just talking about fat, talentless kids or crazy African Americans that just stab people for no good reason.
Now, what is this?
He was made a saint.
He's dead, though.
You can't be a saint until you're dead.
Yeah, it's a live camera they have on his tomb or his coffin.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him in there.
And when did he die?
Recently, in the last 5 years.
And they've
Preserved him.
They've preserved him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is he behind glass or?
I assume.
Yeah,
it's hermetically sealed.
I know, but like, what did the kid do to become such a thing?
There's a lot of things he did, and he actually was a real ambassador for God and made God part of his life. I don't know why he was canonized so quickly when there's so many other people that have done such miracles that have not been canonized. But again, a story that we should be aware of instead of being aware of all these other peripheral stuff like, Tyreek Hill's baby mamas and the Riz.
Captain Creamsicle, $100.
Oh my God! Thank you, Captain Cream. All right, so they've taken this fat kid and they put he looks pretty fat to me, and he actually looks like the Riz in there. And so now within the Catholic Church, this kid's like, all that in a bag of chips.
Yep.
Which just shows you how much of a fraud religion is.
Yeah, people have been saying they're praying to him and they're getting what they
kid's
want.
Dad.
His name was Carlo Acutis.
I'm gonna go up to Carlos and say, "Make me skinny, Carlos."
He died of leukemia.
Listen,
age 15.
it's very much a tragedy, probably how the child died. Let's celebrate. I mean, let's talk about the tragedy of a kid dying of leukemia instead of him being who can prove that he had a connection to God? We don't even know that God's real. We don't even know that whole infrastructure of belief we can't prove. So they're saying, Dan, this kid you said earlier, had a connection to God. Well, how do you prove that you got a connection to God? I could go around and start telling people that. Hey, Seth, guess what?
What's that?
I got a connection to God. So if you want to talk to God, tell me what you want him to say. I'll tell it to him.
Want this doc drop on time?
Dear God, it's Bubba, and Seth came to me today and wanted to know if the Bears could have half as many penalties next Sunday. He'd really like that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And he'll listen, too. But, Dan, how do you prove that this little fat kid had a connection to God? How do you prove that?
Well, he did a lot. He had a website that, cataloged all of the miracles of modern society. And
that he did?
He didn't do them all. These were miracles from other saints. But I don't know why they just embraced him as a saint.
I can have a website of all the miracles.
But you don't.
Let me whip out a website, all the miracles.
I'll get on it. Yes, sir.
Canonize me.
He did it by country, by year. He was involved, and he tried to make, God cool again on the internet. So,
okay, hold on. I can digest that more than I can digest he had a connection to God. He tried to make God cool again on the internet, probably for the younger generation.
Exactly. He tried to bring God to the millennials.
Okay.
And so that's why he is being canonized.
I respect that, then, that he had a direct connection to God.
No one said he was talking to God. It's just like
because realistically, isn't the Pope the only person that can talk to God?
No, everyone can.
Well, I've talked to him all the time, and there ain't a time that he's ever answered me.
Really? He didn't tell you that the Riz is the guy?
No. I've prayed to him many a times. Can you make sure this person gets arrested? And can you make sure that can you file charges on this guy? God does not listen to me. Period. Because I pray to him a lot. In fact, I've prayed to him so much that I quit praying to him.
Oh no!
Do you only hit him up when you need things?
No, I don't hit
him. Jelly roll. I pray to God when I need a favor.
I don't even hit him. I don't even talk to him anymore.
Really?
I'm done with God. He's done me so dirty.
You know what it's like, Bubba, when, back in the day when you worked at 98 Rock and people would come out of nowhere and ask for livestock tickets?
Yeah.
That's what it's like when you just go ahead and start asking God to get people arrested and stuff. Like, you got to keep the relationship going. You got to check in, and then you ask for something. Yeah, well, it doesn't come off as bad.
When the last 35 things that you've asked for have all been denied, and you never get and you very rarely get a W, you start not believing.
Well, a lot of people say that you got to be able to listen to how God talks and see different ways.
Maybe I don't have maybe I'm tone deaf with regards to him talking back to me.
Maybe you talk so much you can't hear what he's saying.
Oh, you of all people, you calling the kettle. You of all people talking about talking too much. You of all people.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
I'm sorry. The Biscuit. First album.
$3 bill, y'all.
But they redid that song?
Oh, yeah.
The Biscuit did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back in 97.
He did George Michael's Faith?
Yeah, that 98, he did it hardcore.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
It's awesome.
Love to hear it. We get
That's worth getting.
I love to hear it, but we get a copyright
It's worth getting a strike over.
We will. Yeah. So God, if God should not let us get a strike.
Here you go, Bubba. That's right.
What's the scratch outs?
I just misspelled their name.
Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say, please don't go away.
Mummy's got a horrible singing voice.
I know what?
Horrible singing voice.
Oh, I do. Well, I was trying to be like Fred Durst because he was. He changes his octave. He goes up and down.
He's got range.
Yeah.
Underrated range.
That was when white man rapper came back. Eminem, Limp Bizkit,
Kid Rock.
Seven Mary 3.
I come down to the waters and she said to me. Yeah, that's right. Cumbersome, Water's Edge.
Seven Mary 3. Right?
Yeah.
Had them, 98 Rock had them at the Yingling Center.
Back when it was a Sundome.
Mm-hmm.
Newfoundland.
Gotcha. I just listened to the Faith song.
Yeah, you like it?
I like the chorus. And I'm like, I said to Lummy, I'm like, does that chick that's the new lead singer, did she fuck that song up? He's like, wrong group, dude.
Oh yeah, Linkin Park.
I can't stand her voice.
Emily Armstrong.
Lummy.
He's out.
Not in here.
He's singing Seven Mary 3 in the hallway. Lummy, Bubba was calling out for you.
Lummy, what about this name potentially? Would it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, but would it?
No, I think people would totally understand and get it.
We're going to play the blues. Good morning. Thank you.
Right. Your gloves. Yeah, Boogie. We said that last week. See about putting it back up. Look at this little weather freak. Channel 10's guys thirsty. That's him, like, ridiculously high.
She's medium.
Just for our weather.
Yeah, she's weather hot.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabeto studios.
Aquabeto.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
About 8:15, 8:20, I got 13 or 14 names that are going to be our nominees for this year's class of, is it the class of 2025 or is it the class of 2026?
Class 2025.
Right. Roy's a year behind. Just because the party's in early 26, it's for the fiscal year of 25.
Yeah, we do it kind of like the NFL.
Right. The Super Bowl's in February, but they played the majority of the season in 22 and the year before. The whole big Trump, more Epstein, the Epstein files, Trump supposedly was on a list, congressional hearings. I think Trump should just say, or he's such a is he such a fighter that he's just going to fight this thing tooth and nail?
Well, what's he fighting?
I don't know. We don't know what he's fighting, Dan. Because if he wasn't fighting it, why wouldn't he just say, because he did campaign on it, let it rip? I mean, Pam Bondi very arrogantly, when she was on Jesse Waters early on, 2-3 weeks into the administration, did say, I got the list of names on my desk. She then redacted that statement and said, I meant to say that I have the file on my desk. That's where the effery kind of started, a little bit. And even Republicans, and there's a big swell of support for Republicans who support Trump that are saying, let it out. We all know that Trump maybe he's on the Lolita Express. Maybe he's on, like this story right here, Lummy, that says Trump's alleged letter among friends section in Epstein's birthday book. Okay, so he went to an Epstein birthday party. That doesn't make you a kid toucher. That doesn't make you that you violated any young people. What Jeffrey Epstein is most hated for and was in prison for, trafficking young people, molesting teenage girls. Just because you went to his birthday party and flew on his plane doesn't necessarily mean you're in that subsection.
Epstein files. Tonight, the House Oversight Committee receiving some documents that it had subpoenaed from the Jeffrey Epstein estate, including a birthday book filled with letters marking Epstein's 50th birthday from many of his friends. Tonight, Democrats releasing an image of the sexually suggestive birthday letter that they say was written and signed by President Trump to Epstein in 2003. The president and the White House tonight saying he did not write it. Jay O'Brien leading us off from Capitol Hill tonight.
Tonight, under subpoena, the estate of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein delivering to the Republican-led House Oversight Committee the so-called birthday book, a collection of messages given to Epstein for his 50th birthday.
Here it is. We got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein that the president said doesn't exist. Trump talks about a wonderful secret the two of them shared. What is he hiding? Release the files. Now, is this the... I can't really read any of that, but do they go on and say what this body of work is right here?
I don't believe so. Do you want me to try to get a picture of it for you?
Yeah, I can't really. Yeah. Can you guys see it better than me?
Yeah, Donald says, it says voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. Donald says, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Epstein said, nor will I, since I know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey said, yes, we do, come to think about it. Donald said, Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey said, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. A pal is a wonderful thing, Trump said. Happy birthday, and may every day be a wonderful secret.
Listen, that, as much as you want to nail Trump to the... that could be construed 1,000 different ways, if not 10,000 different ways. And it could be construed as, I got the it factor, and so do you, my friend. That's why we're enigmas. That's why we're successful. That's why, blah, blah, blah. Now, I can see where this isn't the best look for the president, but I don't think it suggests anything inappropriate. I think it's more like blowing smoke up each other's ass as to how cool we are. Hey, Dan, I'm cool. You're cool. Nobody can ever figure out how cool we are, buddy.
No, we cool, man.
But, I mean, this isn't damning to me. To me, this is not damning. This is, I'm cool, you're cool, nobody will be able to figure out how to be as cool as we are. Happy birthday. I could tell how cool you are when I saw you last time.
Including this one, allegedly from President Trump. Democrats on the committee posting the letter online. A crudely drawn outline of a woman's body around lines, including, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Enigmas never age.
Bubba,
have you noticed that?"
Can I ask you a dumb question?
Yeah.
Why would someone send this? Like, I'm sending you a back and forth dialogue between the two of us, and then I sign it. It's nonsensical. This reeks of some kind of BS fake crap that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, I want to know. I'd like to know where they found it. I'd like to know where they got it. I'd like to know where it was published. I'd like to know where they. There's a lot of different questions I have. I'm just not going to let anybody off the hook.
His signature looks like her bush.
Well, I'm again.
And at the bottom, this: a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. The typed signature, Donald J. Trump. Underneath, handwritten.
I think this is what Trump has been afraid of all along, and now it's out.
With this birthday card?
Yes, I think this is one of the things that he's been afraid of all along, and now you get in front of it. I mean, you get in front of, if it's out, which it is. Now you get in front of it.
Why would any birthday card have the dialogue of the two of them that seems...
So I guess they are getting in front of it by saying it's not real. But I mean, at that point, I mean, I'd like to know where they got it from. Let me know what your source is so that I can determine in my mind as to whether I think it's real or not. If I think it's real, it's a little concerning, but it's not a deal breaker for me.
That's why Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion.
I'm so tired. He's more litigious than the Hogans.
Thick marker, Donald.
I'm tired of rich people using the court system. I'm so tired of it because, I'm not rich and I'm always on the other end of it. I'm never the plaintiff. I always have to be the defendant. I get tired of taking it all the time. Like, Lummy, with your situation, don't you wish you could give it hard one time instead of having to take it hard all the time?
Yep.
News of the letter's existence was first reported back in July by the Wall Street Journal. At the time, Trump called it fake.
I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name.
Then saying this.
I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women, that I can tell you. They say there's a drawing of a woman.
There's a what? A drawing, right.
And I don't do drawings of women.
The president quickly filing.
I just draw money dollar signs. That's all I draw.
Yeah, but who draws that? Who does that? I mean, it's so bizarre.
Here's the deal. It's almost so, and I don't want anybody to sit here and think that I'm sucking MAGA D. But it's almost so calculated that to me it seems fake. And the fact that why would you draw a woman's body, make your signature be her bush, make 2 lines to represent breasts? I have never seen Trump draw anything like that. I've never seen anything.
He couldn't even draw a cone during the hurricane, remember? He got in trouble for that.
So, to me, like, if I was a Democrat and I was trying to get this to stick, I think you went too far on the over-the-topness. I think you could have just written the dialogue and it been as effective. The minute that you make it part of a woman's body, I mean, listen, the verbiage in itself is not that good for Trump. Why do you draw a woman's body to make it that much more over the top, which could skew it fake?
And why would you put the words voiceover on the top of your letter? Like, it's just so awkward. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you send something like that?
$10 defamation lawsuit against the Journal and its conservative owner, Rupert Murdoch. Tonight, the White House doubling down. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt writing, President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it, saying Trump's lawyers will continue to aggressively pursue litigation. Trump and Epstein were friends.
I've been hearing that a lot lately, Lemmy, that last line.
Yeah.
Progressively assuming litigation.
You're living that one.
I'm living the litigation dream right now. I'm just trying to promote this little something I got going on. And they're saying you can't.
For more than a decade in the 1990s. The birthday book was given to Epstein in 2003, 3 years before he was first arrested for sex crimes. The messages were compiled by Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, currently serving 20 years for sex trafficking.
Now, where did they get it from, though? Like, where did they get it from? Are they saying they're getting it from the pile of cards and messages that he got on his 50th birthday? Is that where they got this from? Was it a card? Was it a signature book like you do when you go to a wedding and you sign the book? I would think that nobody would write that in a signature book. So it would have to have been a card or something like that Trump personally gave Epstein.
She described the book in her recent interview with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche.
I coordinated the putting together of the book, and in some instances I called people to ask them to contribute.
Blanche, who used to be the president's personal lawyer, asking...
All right, so is this part of a book?
Yes.
That Ghislaine and whatever Maxwell wrote commemorating his 50th birthday, and in the book she included various musings, if you will, from people that were there, and she put this in the book.
Yeah, she looks like she it was included in a 2003 album that she compiled for him for his 50th birthday party.
Maxwell, if Trump had contributed a message to the book. She told him she didn't remember.
David, we're hearing tonight from...
Well, now listen. If that was indeed a message that Donald Trump wrote for Epstein, that's very memorable. That's, like if I on my 60th birthday next year, if I had, Merch Crick put together a little scrapbook for me and Dan had written something like that outlining a woman's body, and that certainly would be in the book. Merch Crick would put it in there. It would be probably one of the more memorable messages, and I think she would remember it.
But why would she tell that to authorities that she remembers that Trump did that? Aren't they all about protecting?
I think she said she doesn't remember it. I think she said she doesn't remember it.
Right. And you're saying you're saying if Trump did submit one that she should remember it.
Yes, I'm saying she should remember it. That's very different than just somebody writing, "Hey, happy birthday, bud."
Is it possible she remembers it and then she said she doesn't remember it?
Yep, I think that's a possibility too.
Bub, Lummy, we're gonna make a book like this for Bubba for his 60th.
Lummy, I'm telling you not to.
I'm not Dr. Dan, no.
What was Blanche, who used to be the president's personal lawyer, asking Maxwell if Trump had contributed a message to the book. She told him she didn't remember.
David, we're hearing tonight from the attorney for dozens of Epstein victims, many of whom were up here on Capitol Hill just last week for an emotional news conference. He's blasting what he calls President Trump's hypocrisy, saying it's frustrated many of the victims, and he's calling on the president to withdraw his lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal and to publicly apologize. David.
Jay O'Brien leading us off here on a Monday night. Jay, thank you.
I don't know. Is this the same thing, Lummy, right here?
Yeah,
with
just
breaking
ABC.
news on
It's
ABC News Live reports the Republican-led House Oversight Committee receiving new documents and communications from the Jeffrey Epstein estate. The committee issued a subpoena to his estate seeking banking and financial records along with flight logs and calendars and a copy of that alleged birthday book that the Wall Street Journal reports was compiled for Epstein's 50th birthday. The Journal reporting that the book contains a letter and a drawing from President...
Now, here's what I need to know, is I need to know where this book has been all along. Where has it been stored? Now we're saying that the Maxwell bitch is the one that put the book together, correct?
Yes.
All right. Where has it been stored? What's been the chain of custody for it? Has it just been laying in a warehouse, somewhere with all of his other stuff? Like, where did they get it? Who's been in charge of it? Could somebody have sneaked this in there? Or nobody's touched it. It's been under lock and key, and there's no chance anybody could have snuck it in there.
So Bubba, I'm to understand that someone took a piece of paper, typed in voiceover Donald, Jeffrey Donald, Jeffrey Donald, Jeffrey Donald, and then had a signature typed. Then he signed it after someone drew the female silhouette around it.
Well, here's the thing.
So like, how? Who would make this, and how would you make it? Starting with the word voiceover at the top and ending with his signature on a typed document. It doesn't look like anything.
It doesn't look like. Here's the thing. Donald Trump would have had to gone to a computer because this isn't hand the exchanges to Donald, to Jeffrey. So message to Jeffrey. Then Donald, then message to Jeffrey, then Donald, then message to Jeffrey, then Donald, then Donald's typed signature, and then his written, which I think is just Donald. I don't know. Like, you'd have to do this on a computer, right?
And then draw around it.
And then draw around it. To me, the first way I think you could show this potentially might be not real is to compare it with all the other messages that he got and, birthday cards and things like that. And was there anything else that was typed? Was there anything else that was drawn? Or was it just cards, the standard birthday card that you go out and buy, or a handwritten letter? Or even a computer generated letter without the artwork. Like, and
Bubba, he's got stationery. You know what I mean? Remember back in the day when we were kids, people had fancy stationery? Trump still has that. If he was writing a personal letter to say happy birthday to someone 22 years ago,
I sent you.
He'd use his personal stationery.
I sent you 3 other things that were in it. One was drawn, and one was from Clinton.
All right.
And another picture of.
All right, so that's the kid.
Just
that's that one.
Yeah, not that one either. You can get rid of that one.
Get rid of this one too.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then this one.
This one.
So that's Clinton's letter.
Now I believe this looks to be like something you would get from a friend that was invited to your 50th birthday party. A card that might bifold, or just a single letter written by Bill. I can't quite read what it says. I'm sure they break it down somewhere. But this, now, did Bill supposedly write all this?
Yes.
Bill did all this? Bill did this?
Yes. Oh, no. That's just another picture in the book.
Yeah, that's maybe a picture that Maxwell drew.
Yes.
And it shows 1983 Epstein celebrating what looks to be young girls' birthdays.
Weird.
Then it shows Epstein on his island, 20 years later, and these girls are now maybe grown up, and they all got T-backs, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these girls, the same 4 that are in this picture, are now depicted as probably 20-some-year-olds that are in his island, which is, they have the plane flying to the island and then the big island, and it looks like they're surrounding him on a beach chair, taking care of him. And then now, is this Ghislaine Maxwell right here?
Yes.
And I'm assuming she's topless?
Yes.
And this is written, that's her birthday card to Jeffrey, right?
Yeah, yes.
A topless shot of him and her in the pool.
Yeah.
I don't know who did this artwork. And then here's the...
Can you read it? Can you read the card? Is it legible?
I cannot read.
I have it over here.
Will you read it, Seth?
It's heartening, isn't it, to have lived so long across all the years of learning and knowing, adventure and work, and still have your childlike curiosity, the drive to make a difference, and the circle of friends.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
That sounds.
That's on par.
And it's not typed, drawn, and then signed.
It's Bill Clinton, and that's what I mean, there's nothing there. That's a nothing burger.
Yep.
So, I mean, if I'm going to be intellectually honest and try to stick up for Donald, I'm going to be intellectually honest and just tell you the dead truth. Bill Clinton didn't do anything wrong here on this particular card. This is okay. Now, I don't know who drew this. I don't know who drew this thing, but this is definitely Lummy showing that he is into kids.
Yeah.
And when they grow up, he's groomed them to take care of him. I don't know, man. Here's another. Is this where they say it's a complete hoax?
Yeah.
I've always been a Spectrum customer. So when I started the business,
Big Spectrum outage yesterday.
Was there?
Yeah.
Did it affect you?
Yeah, Phoebe had to go work at a Starbucks, but I was fine.
Screw Spectrum.
It's been a crazy week, and I sat down earlier with Jason against Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's
doing that one thing, yep.
Yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
It's just that it's a hoax. The Democrats don't care about Epstein.
What part's a hoax? What were we talking about? The hoax? The Trump alleged letters a hoax?
Yes,
okay.
I think they're saying that. House panel releases more records from Jeffrey Epstein case, including letter allegedly written from Trump. I think, this is what we originally talked about, right?
Yes.
J.D. Vance says the Democrats don't care about Epstein. They don't care about his victims. Why? That's why they were silent for this for years. The only thing that they care about is concocting another fake scandal like Russian Gate to smear President Trump with lies. I think that this could all be somewhat handled if they just release what they got. Everything. Including this potential fake letter from Donald Trump, and let the public digest it. I think the average public will either say that Donald Trump wrote that and it's inappropriate and it's talking about kids, or he didn't write it. It seems concocted. It seems fake. Doesn't seem like somebody. And if you compare president to president message, you look at Bill Clinton, who has, by all accounts, had more ties to Jeffrey Epstein than Donald Trump. But if you play it right down the middle, Bill Clinton's handwritten 50th birthday notes, not inappropriate, handwritten by the ex-president. I would assume that if Donald Trump was to write Jeffrey Epstein a 50th birthday note, it would be similar to Bill Clinton's in a handwritten type fashion. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that this naked girl outline with strategically his name being their bush and messages underneath breasts, it just to me seems like a little bit of a reach. To me. And I think the Democrats or whoever's concocting this, I think it's fake. And I think you could have handwritten. You know why they didn't handwrite it, though, Lummy? Is because they could have got writing experts to determine that it wasn't necessarily Donald Trump's handwriting, and that's why they had to type it.
And he would definitely type the words voiceover on the top of a letter.
No, he wouldn't.
No one would. It's so silly. It's so silly. Now they're going, oh, there's a butt plug with Trump's name on it.
Lummy, when we return, we're going to get into the 13, 14, 15 Hall of Fame nominees we have. And then that will be whittled down to the official list on Friday.
Perfect.
These are the nominees for the class of 2025 Bubba Army Royalty Hall of Fame. We'll get to that next.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
I added one. I'm going to text you.
Okay.
Florida Ocean Outlaws.
Fix your back.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Also, give me the Domino's air check if you can.
Will do.
Don't need the video, just the audio.
Okay.
I think he knows. You know that Howard talked about yesterday, Bubba, right?
Oh yeah, it's under button bar.
It is where?
Uh,
Oh, Bubba, check in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that next. Hold on, let me.
Yes.
Does it say? There's two of them. It says Bubba's still in radio.
No, it's just the check-in.
Oh, so the still in radio is old one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the code.
Thank you, Bubba.
No problem.
Yeah, Ion 4M.
Address in Plymouth, the home of a convicted sex offender and former director at the Minnesota Department of Education. Wealth of News exposed in June, sparking an online firestorm over the state's hiring practices. Wilson Tindy, a Kenyan national, was convicted of sexually assaulting a sleeping woman in Twin Cities after breaking into her home. Tindy pled guilty to the crime 9 years ago. A judge ordered his removal from the United States. But a federal judge ultimately ruled that Tindy's removal was not warranted. Tindy spent 18 months in ICE custody. Our first stop is an address in Plymouth. It's the home of a convicted sex offender and former director at the Minnesota Department. Our first.
Peacemaker.
What a joke.
Disagree.
Please don't go away, because you're giving me the blues.
That's true, Andrew. I think I remember seeing that.
Baby.
Up Hogan's Judge Southern.
This weekend's going to be a drier weekend with a little taste of fall. That's what it says.
Thank you. What the fuck you're talking about?
Little taste of fall.
It's going to be, it's going to be 93 degrees.
It gets down to 80s, 89.
In the morning, it'll be 70s.
That's the true test. Is it hot in the morning?
Right.
When it starts to get like bearable in the morning, that's when you know
fall's here. Test of fall.
That's
broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I wish I could promote. I got this little thing that's happening Friday.
Can I talk about it for you?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's they've shut me right on down federally.
Tatanka's been talking about it.
Has he?
Yep.
Yeah, him and Joe Gomez from Cherries. I can't really talk about it, but I know there's one place that you can go get it. It drops supposedly on Friday on a couple different places, 3 total places as of Friday, hopefully.
Did you, do you remember what we're going to do on Friday?
No. Do you?
Yeah.
What was it?
Remember we were going to do a show and be tech support? We were going to go on from 4 to 6 on Friday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. Yep. Yeah, you and Seth were going to be, if people needed problems, that you guys are going to take calls.
Yeah, that's been thrown right out the window.
That's out the window?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Right. I mean, I can't control what has happened to me, which kind of, in a way, just kind of validates what I'm trying to say. Doesn't? I mean, Dan, in an indirect way, what my little thing is about is exactly what I'm going through right now.
Exactly.
And
short end of the stick.
I mean, like,
you always get effed.
I always get effed. The only thing is, I think the reason why I'm very jovial and the reason why I'm very happy and I'm not mad that I've been gagged on promoting this thing is because in the 5 lawsuits that I've had, one was federal, and this one's federal. And the one that was federal, I got the most favorable, honest, true rulings of any of the 4 others. The other 4 were in state court, and the judges were skewed against me based on who they're connected to. Mark Ober. I mean, everybody in the... Is the city of Tampa the 6th district or the 12th district? I think it's this 12th. I think it's the 12th district. But, everybody at the highest lawman, the highest court figure of any particular county court, municipal court, is the state attorney. Am I right, Dan? I mean,
yes.
The state attorney is the highest ranking lawman and is the highest ranking court official.
Yeah, unless the actual attorney general rolls up, but yes.
Yes, unless
that doesn't happen.
Right. But county by county.
Yes.
And I've always gotten good old boyed when it came to the state level of the Florida court system. I lose every time when it comes to the rulings from the judges.
Which really lays out the rules for the game. And so when you get just stapled to the ground with all these pre-court or pre-trial rulings,
lose every one of them.
It hurts. It's like you're trying to fight with both hands tied behind your back.
Right, and so when
it's the 13th.
It's a 13th circuit. Are you sure it's not?
That's what Jay said.
It's okay.
I looked it up.
Is Jay here?
No, he's on chat.
Okay, so it's the 13th circus. It might as well be called the circus. I mean, there'd be times that Jay and I would be. We had one particular hearing that was in judges' chambers, and it had all count. I had Greg Herring, and I had the Spitting Cobra, J.D. Acco. They had Phil Campbell and somebody else, and it was a hearing about conflict, in the fact that one rule judicially is you can't be sued by somebody that was your lawyer before.
If it's in the same or similar circumstances,
right,
or fact pattern.
Phil Campbell had represented me on a defamation and slander lawsuit And I actually had to go to Phil Campbell How to Frame Things school, where 2 days in a row I had to go down to his law firm, and he had to teach me how to couch things so that in my opinion, so I've been told, word on the street, I don't know it to be true. My sources are telling me, things like I had to go through a 2-day course with Phil Campbell. And then when I went to trial for the slander and defamation of a Florida State trooper when I first came to this town when I was in the Power Pig, and Greg Herring was my counsel, and I had been also co-counseled by Phil Campbell. Well, then when MJ signs up with Phil Campbell and the lawsuit is slander and defamation, that is absolutely the epitome of a conflict. That is it not? Is it not, Dan? It's the absolute textbook.
It seems to me like it's a similar type of problem, and he's defending you, now he's attacking you on the same thing.
Jake,
I think it would have. I think it would have been a very. I think arguably it was a very good cause to have him removed.
So Jay and Greg Herring says, "Hey, listen, this is going to be short. We have a mountain. We have more case law than we can even print with regards to this being a conflict. We can't even recite all the case law. There's so much of it. So this is going to be a no-brainer. Like, okay. So we're sitting there in the judge's chambers, Judge Arnold, and he said, no, I don't see a conflict here. Phil Campbell, you can continue to be MJ's attorney. And I go, what? I said, I actually said it out loud. And Judge Arnold goes, Mr. Clem, I can hold you in contempt for your outbursts in my chamber. And Jay stood up and said, I need to have a moment with my client outside. And he told me to leave. He said, you got to get out of here because this is just not fair. We're going to argue your case, but I can tell we're not going to win. You need to leave. So I've been good old boyed in the state system for a long time. But when I went to federal court in another situation, Judge James Whittemore, a Bill Clinton appointee, and oddly enough, here's the most craziest thing. James Whittemore, who is still a federal judge, I think he's in the highest ranking federal judge there now. He ruled so fair. Everything was fair. On orders that we were a little bit shaky on, we lost. On orders that we knew we were dead balls, we won. He let the fancy New York attorneys that were representing the other side, who's the boss, when they came rolling in, one of federal judges, like one of their hot spots is they all have a page rule, meaning your complaint can only be so many pages long. They don't like to read unnecessary nonsense.
Right. They all have, there's local rules for each judge, has his own local rules. You should know those rules.
Each judge. So I had Todd Foster, and Todd Foster is, Dan will tell you, one of the big federal big boys. Have you guys ever heard of the Marlene and Steven Eisenberg case?
Yeah.
He represented them. Guess what? They walked. Ooh. He is one of the big slinging federal guys in town.
They were accused of killing their own child, right?
Yes, they were.
And they think they have new evidence now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were talking about that.
So anyway,
they still think they're going to find the killer.
So anyway,
just look in the mirror, bitch.
So anyway, we go in front of Judge Whittemore, and Todd looks at these New York-based attorneys' complaint, and they're about 40 pages more than what Whittemore's page rule is.
Ruh-roh.
And our filing was about 7 page under what he requires.
Which they appreciate.
Yes. So we open up, and man, when you go into a federal courtroom, it's just like the movies. It's not some little rinky-dink little benches and a little rinky-dink gimmick here. And no, it is 25-foot ceilings, big marble columns, and Lummy, the judge is about from here to the cream machine. You can the judge is so far away and so high on this pedestal, you can barely see him.
It's almost like a church. It's so big.
It's so big. It's so intimidating. And the judge just sits up there like, he's the man, and he is. And Todd, it was me, Tom Bean, and Todd Foster. And Todd Foster turned to Tom Bean and go, this won't take very long today because he's going to absolutely set them straight on his page rule. So Your Honor comes in, we stand up, then we sit down, you can be seated. And he opens up by saying, we were the defendants. I'd like to address the plaintiffs in this case. Can you please rise? So the attorneys from New York rose, and he goes, are you guys familiar with my local rule? And of course we are, Your Honor. He goes, well, now you're lying to me because you're not. Because you're, 46 pages over my page rule. So you have till Friday to correct that, or I'll find you in contempt. That's it. See you later. And we were out of there. But I mean, all the fair rulings I've ever got in a courtroom setting came federally. These federal judges are fair. They don't care that you're Bubba the Love Sponge. They don't care that you're Hulk Hogan. They don't care that you're some multi-billion-dollar corporation going against a little guy. They don't care. They do the right thing. And let me tell you this, Dan. Judge Whittemore was a former partner of Phil Campbell when they first started in law.
Wow.
And I was going to, I told Todd Foster, I said, we need to, maybe bring that up as a possible conflict. And you know what Foster said? Not a chance. You don't ever ask a federal judge to recuse himself. Ever. That is like a slap in their face. You just know
They'll
that
be unsuccessful and they should be pissed at you the rest of the case.
He said, you just know that he's going to be fair. He's not going to use any of that nonsense against you. He's going to rule by the law. He absolutely will rule by the letter of the law. Jay, you could probably, back me up on that. The federal level, that's the big boy level, and that's where they don't let this little nonsense come into play. They rule usually by the law. They don't care who you are, what you do, what your name is, who you work for. They don't care.
Rules and decorum are what are important, and the local rules, like you were talking about, are really important to a judge, because if the out-of-state lawyer or out-of-town lawyer who's been given a privilege to practice in this state comes and doesn't have the respect to review the local rules, it's not really received very well. And recusing a federal judge, I don't know anyone that's even attempted
Todd
it.
Foster told me I was a complete idiot. Don't ever bring that up again.
No, I don't even know. We didn't try to even have Arnold recused.
No.
I've only done it once in my career successfully, and it was a very hard decision to make, and it was with my partner Scott, and I said, you know what, I'll sign it with you. We'll both sign it, because I didn't want him to put himself out there in the courthouse, because all the judges know when you do it.
Yep.
Everyone knows.
Yep. That's what Todd thought. He said, as soon as you try to get rid of more recused, it's a ripple effect. They'll all know about it, and you are now have officially disrespected the court. You're telling Whittemore he can't be fair. That's what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And he says that's exactly what we're not saying, because he's going to be fair. And James Whittemore was unbelievable. His magistrate was unbelievable. He was unbelievable. Unbelievably fair. So one of the reasons why I'm not so freaked out and in a bad mood, but quite jovial, is that I am in litigation federally, and I prefer federal over state, because on the state level don't quite have the best track record on getting fair decisions.
Well, you do from a jury.
Oh yeah, no. The only fair decision I ever get locally is when the people in the box make the call.
Which sucks,
my lawyers have presented such a great case that the people in the box can see exactly what's happening.
Yeah, which sucks, because in all of those situations, they should have been dismissed.
And I'm not
or
mentioning,
not brought.
and I'm not mentioning out of respect to him because nobody. I don't need to mention who my federal judge is. I'm not going to mention his name. Doesn't matter.
No.
I just know that when this thing that I'm going through runs through the system, I'm confident that my counsel will be able to argue it effectively, and I feel as if we'll have a favorable ruling. And that's why I feel confident in one of these days being able to talk about and promote what I've now been told I can't. There's a federal gag order on me promoting this, and it's because my people haven't had their day in court yet. And we'll have that soon. And I'll abide by whatever that decision is. Because you know why? It's going to be fair. And that's how I feel about it. Lummy, we'll do the Hall of Fame next.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Yeah. See that card?
What'd you ask?
All right, so we'll do Hall of Fame next, and then we'll get into this appeals court. Before you leave, Dan.
Okay.
Bubba, I sent you a text with somebody's name. See what you think.
Yes.
That's right, just Bob from Davenport, other than Bugs. Evil Dog, Sarge 311, 75 months. What's up, Evil Dog?
Got a couple of unreal photos with you, Bubba. That was amazing. The red carpet photos.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
The one we got with the boys, I love that picture so much.
Oh, I know, with me, you, and Jimmy.
And Steven. It's just awesome.
Yeah, Bubba Army for life. I guess so. What's up, Xerxes?
Jonesy, you're wrong. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Jonesy, on the state level, yeah, absolutely. Not on the I only have one incidence of being in federal court, and it went about as well as it could have been. So that's what I had to go by.
You're a naughty boy.
Naughty boy.
Who's a naughty boy?
Seth Kushner.
Seth Kushner's a naughty boy? Is Seth Kushner?
Oh, yeah. The naughtiest.
And drip all around. Yes.
I'm so naughty I have to put myself in timeout.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Big lunger. The trade Scott's starboard.
not proving his point, Jonesy. The federal courts were fair to him. It may take a second. It may take all the way to the Supreme Court.
Is there a couple storms coming this way?
There's no storms coming this way. I just looked at it this morning.
No, it's just these are just little bullshit.
Let me rephrase that. It's going to rain for the next 2 or 3 days. There's nothing in the. There's no tropical storms.
Lummy, where's my fucking Caitlin Lockerbie?
Yeah. No
storms. They got some Kamala Harris looking bitch in there.
Oh boy. Yeah, she's getting ready. She heard that you have a crush on her. This is the 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock, yeah.
They let her go once you asked about her.
They did?
Yeah. She's been banished to Tallahassee.
She's back up.
What's up, Group of Lips?
She's back up to Tala.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that, Jonesy. Judge shopping.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Hopefully soon I'll be able to tell you that I got this big situation happening on Friday. It's going to be on 3 different places where you'll be able to participate in this situation. And when I was able to promote the situation, we were doing really well. Now they've shut me down. But hopefully there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
When's the hearing?
What's that, Jay?
When is the hearing? Do they have it set yet?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Huh.
I have no idea. I know that I signed a lot of papers yesterday.
Oh.
I had to go to Tom Bean's office 4 times. 4 different times.
Oh, man. 4 times to the principal's office. That's not fun.
So, Lummy, we got, the annual, BARP, which the last night of BARP on Saturday, everybody will be here. Jay will be here. Dan will be here. Steven will be here. Jimmy Clevis will be here. Hell, Pippi might even show up. Pippi might show up.
Pippi will show up.
I call him Pippi. Pippi Longstockings might show up.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Hard telling who's all going to be here. But the royalty of royalty, the best of the best, everybody that works for the show. Of course, Steven will have his wife with him. I should put Krista in the Hall of Fame.
You should.
As a rib.
It's Krista +1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell
plus a half.
Tell Steve. I'm actually gonna give Steve's ring to Krista this year. His and hers matching.
There you go.
So anyway, Lummy, we have within that world, we try to recognize, and we have a Hall of Fame. Unlike any other radio show, this is unlike any radio show where we have a dynamic where we get together once a year in a festive type settings. Those that have met certain thresholds get a big, huge, Super Bowl quality type ring. And then the ultimate is to be included into our Hall of Fame. And the Hall of Fame doesn't necessarily mean there are some people that aren't $2,400 people who meet that threshold that are in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is just, I don't know. I don't know.
Be an all-time great chatter.
Yeah, you could be an all-time great chatter. You could be, you could just.
Some of the parody guys got him.
There's really no rhyme to reason other than you're a really good person. You really, really, really participate and like the program. You support the program when you can.
Yep.
You may not be a big, John Costica type slinging D, but you do your best. You buy the merch. You participate in chat. You're not a hater in any way, shape, or form. You try to stick up for us. You're just an overall, your royalty to the highest level, which makes you Hall of Famer. And Lummy, this is I can't even play the Olympic theme song anymore because I think if I go any more than like that's all I can play without getting a copyright.
Yeah.
I used to play when I would be announcing this year's nominees. These are not I got 13 nominees, Lummy, and I'm thinking that we take, 8 or 9.
Okay.
But please realize that if you are a nominee this year and you don't get in, you're probably a shoo-in for next year. Is kind of what I'm thinking. In fact, Lummy, I think that's the way it's always gone.
98% of the time.
So this year's nominee list for Hall of Fame, and being in the Hall of Fame means we will have you take a picture of yourself. Lummy will send you instructions on how to take your picture. Please don't put a bozo nose and a clown wig on. Please take it seriously. Please try to no ball caps. Just try to take a picture. Do your hair. What?
Yeah, we'll make it easier for group clips.
If you want a real bust.
Yeah, if you want a real bust.
Ancient art, acupuncture, $10.
Take a fancy mug shot. So what I'm saying is take a good picture, do your hair, and don't we've had people over the years, Lummy, that try to be smart asses on it and wear a bozo wig with a clown's nose, and it's just like it's so disrespectful to the process, right?
And it makes Grouper Lips have to do a little more work.
Yeah. So this year's nominees are. Now here's the deal. This isn't locked in. I can add to this.
Yep.
If listen, we're going to be monitoring chat. We're going to be monitoring each other. Like if Jay thinks of somebody, we should consider just blurt it out. There are no wrong. Dan. This is one time you can't get in trouble for blurting it out and being Dan. Bah!
Okay.
So, here we go. Let's fudge some whores.
All right,
Lummy.
Yes.
He's a nominee.
All right.
Mark from Tarpon is a nominee.
Good guy.
Rob Green.
Good guy.
Paper Towel Willie. Let me write this down.
Semi-autoglass Travis, $25.
Thank you, Semi-autoglass Travis. I think he was in last year's.
Yes, sir.
Hall of Famer. Semi-autoglass. And listen, he doesn't just do autoglass on semis. He does it. Lummy, Fish on the J, $50.
Hall of Famer.
On the PayPal, Hall of Famer. So autoglass Travis, whether it's Seth Ford Hemi or I don't know if he would. I don't even know that semi-autoglass Travis can do Teslas. I don't know. Lummy, we'd have to ask.
Sure they can.
I bet he sure. Yeah.
Sure he can.
My sister.
Teslas are like Lego sets, man. Everything just pops on and pops off.
My sister just went through the process of trading her two in and getting two brand new ones. And do you know you do it completely through the app?
You can do it all through the app? That's great. Have you seen my light bar?
No, I've not seen your light bar. I feel like you're worn and you just asked me if I've seen your baseball. Have you seen my light bar? I've not seen your light bar.
And Semi-autoglass says he can do a Tesla. He can do everything.
Yeah,
right, of course.
But he specializes in semis, but he can do anything.
He does all steps.
Oh, he does all of steps?
Yes.
Wow.
Todd Stepp was at the premiere.
Great guy.
I'm having lunch with him in a couple weeks.
Greg DeFipolo, $20.
So, I'm so glad we got time. I'm so glad that we're doing business with Steps again.
Semi-autoglass Mike, $25. Yeah, he came up and he was so happy to be back.
Charles Ramsey, $25 on the PayPal as well. Paper Towel Willie. Let me write this down. Uncle Eric. Nick the Gun Guy. I feel like I should. Yeah. I feel like I should throw it. Lummy, who's Napa Mike? Yeah. No, Napa Mike. I know, but he just gave me $50 on PayPal.
He was in the first ones.
Average Joe.
Nice.
Dr. Rimulak. Sunny Days.
Oh.
2 women back to back, as a matter of fact. Sunny Days and Glowbug.
Hey.
I like them both.
Jeff the Gooch Patterson.
Gooch.
Bob from Sunbelt.
Right.
Yeah.
And my last one I have, but in case anybody has any others to add, like Seth, if you got something or you're watching chat and somebody, Bob Cook's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, of course he is.
Last year. Rainey Hall.
All right.
Rainey Hall. So those are the 13 that I got. Is there anybody off the top of your head that chat has mentioned or that you might think of I might have missed? Seth, anything off the top of your head, my friend?
I mean, can I throw in a vote for Colton?
Well, I mean,
He's on the show.
Colton's kind of...
Doesn't get paid.
Yeah,
and
but
neither do I. But we're not getting. But we don't get.
I nominate Dan.
Dan's gonna say, "Listen, Bub, I can't do this free anymore unless you make me in the Hall of Fame." And I say, "Good luck. I'll just use Jay."
Same. Because it'll be the same head.
It would look the same.
It would be the same head. We put Jay or Dan Diaco.
Jay, they're pretty mad that you cut the drink line at the thing we're not allowed to talk about.
Oh, hold on, did Jay cut the drink line?
Apparently. He's like, hey guys, what's up? And then like skated into the line.
Hold on, listen.
Someone's really pissed off in chat on the
They should be real
side.
pissed off
Hey.
that Terry was at the bar, like literally checking out, and I said, add a beer on there. Thank you.
I do know this. Tate first comes up, Lummy, and gives me like 15 of these drink armbands. Okay?
Oh, yes.
And then he comes back to me and goes, how many did I give you of those? And I go, oh, quite a bit. And he goes, let me have them back. So he takes them all back and gives me 5.
Yeah, but you don't even drink.
But hold on. So Jay happens to be the first one that comes up to me. I go, Jay, put this on. Because I only had 5.
You were getting ready to put it on Brooke, and you turned to me and were going to give it to me, and I'm like, ladies first.
So I put one on
Brooke.
Brooke likes wine, so I gave one to Brooke. Brooke's husband doesn't drink, so I gave one to Jay.
Yep.
And I think, did I give one to Jimmy?
No, you gave me 2, and I gave the other one to Steven.
Okay.
Craig Burston, $70. Woo.
And there was my 3 or 4, and then I think I gave like, I might have had 2 in my pocket. Besides Colton, which I hate to shoot you down, Seth, but I don't think Colton's eligible. Not that we have any eligibility.
If Colton stopped doing stuff for the BRN, there would be a hole.
Listen, Colton gets a ring every year. I think that's all Colton cares about. And I don't think that Colton really wants to be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, I didn't know people had to want to be in there. I just threw out a name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said there's no Crick. You said you can't get in trouble for throwing a name out. That's a good name.
Colton doesn't come in. Colton's not promoting anything when he comes in here, man. He just does it for the love of the show.
I love Colton. And if the Hall of Fame was wired a little bit different, then we also have to remember, Lummy, we have in our new strip mall studios, that's what we're calling them. We don't have near the space. So I got to start getting a little stingy. I think I put in like 14 last year.
Yeah.
I got to start getting a little stingy.
Like 4 this year.
No, not 4.
Oh, okay.
Probably 6.
Oh, okay.
So, Lummy, is there anybody off the top of your head that we might have, right now we got Let's Fudge Some Whores, Mark from Tarpon, Rob Green.
Snook Slayer.
Okay, yeah. I think that he
Snook Slayer.
I don't have it. Is there anybody else that will second Snook Slayer?
Yeah.
I'll second him.
Me too.
He's in the chat every single day, all day, every day.
He's definitely a listener all day.
Absolutely.
Snook Slayer.
And he's in Rumble and YouTube all
day. Okay.
Xerxes.
This is kind of more towards your alley. Xerxes, are you thinking, what are you thinking about Xerxes?
I mean, we're just going to put him on a list. He probably won't get in, so.
Dick.
I'm not being a dick.
I'm teasing. I'm nothing. I'm skin in the game.
Okay.
I like Xerxes.
I agree that he's another one that's always around. Always.
Okay.
Always.
All right.
Always.
All right.
That doesn't mean you
CC
necessarily
Hall.
get in.
She's
but I mean,
been around hardcore for the last 2 years. CC Hall.
She loves Dr. Dan. That's
all
Dr. Dan.
that
She
is.
loves the show too.
She
She's just not me. She's just human. She loves the show too.
Is she female?
Of course she is.
Yes.
That's our 3rd female.
Oh God
4th
forbid.
female.
Yeah, we got
4th.
CC Hall, Rainy Hall.
Was Double XL on there?
No, but
Sunny Days and Glowbug. Double is that his name? Is it XXL?
No, XXL
XXL
Gaming,
Gaming.
Xerxes 69, Hogan Stretch, Heather Sniz.
I don't know about that.
The
Says
Diacos are literally just reading guys' names off.
Yeah.
No,
you guys. Now hold on,
That's
you
not
guys.
true.
You guys are kind of insulted in some Lummy's intelligence because Lummy has really, really vetted these people and he knows different levels and things like that. And you guys are in here just reading stuff like it's off a chalkboard.
Okay, also, first of all, there's numbers against how many posts people are doing in a day. And I regularly see these people like Xerxes and CC Hall being in the top 5 people posting during a day. The other thing is the other people I recommended are people that have been regularly. Snookslayer, he's on the first guy and the last person every single show. That guy texts more on Rumble than anyone else. I'm not being biased. I'm being intellectually honest.
And I've written them down, Danny. Okay, my friend?
Okay, well, I'm not trying to pull one over on Lummy.
It's funny. He says, everyone have no fear, say whatever you want. And then everyone who said something to Bubba has accosted us.
No, I mean, you guys.
I'm not going to say anything. I said double XL.
Thank you for the representation. Thank you. Jay sticking up for the voiceless right now.
For the voiceless. Are you suffering in silence?
I'm suffering in silence over here.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
We can go to the bathroom real quick. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day.
All right, Dr. Bad.
What about Dr. Dan? What about the postman? He does a lot of work for the show.
No, those guys don't like us. The UPS driver.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we just make a generic one with a UPS hat.
Like the unknown soldier, just like the unknown listener.
That actually would be good. The unknown listener.
The silence listener.
Yeah, that could represent everybody.
That's right.
Everybody would be represented.
Who the fuck? Who types and makes a drawing a silhouette out? Like, who does that?
Let's make Dan a naked lady birthday card.
Let's do it. Get Caviar Tacos to draw one up.
Oh man. Well, I don't think we need to call Caviar on we keep him for that serious stuff.
So you don't want him to have the birthday card? He would draw a pretty good looking woman.
Oh no, I know. I don't want to throw that on him,
I do have one addition that's gonna be
Said final list.
That somebody just texted me. That's going to be a good discussion. It'll end up being a great discussion. Okay.
Oh, I know, brother. Say no more.
Dude. Glenn Longneck, good morning, my friend. Dirt Merchant. Berto.
Hey, Bubba, is it this? I just say it texted that person because I'm getting multiple messages too.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Just about the person we might have forgot in that.
Did you want to text? You want to text it to me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no.
This is the part where you can't take it personally if you don't make it, because there's so many people that are in there that I could throw out right now that could be considered for the same thing. It's just so hard. That's why I try to be quiet. I try to just,
Thank you, Sunny Days.
Agree with Bubba.
Did you see what I sent you back?
Oh yeah.
My bar's set pretty low for the Hall of Fame. If you're just a decent person, then I think you should be nominated.
Oh yeah.
Just because we have so much of the opposite.
Charles
Decency. You're considered.
Let me write this down. $100, Lummy.
Woo! Thank you. Let me write this down. That's true, Greg. They flip you out.
That's funny, isn't it? That's really funny. Pop to you, Greg. That's funny. No, thank you, Group of Lips. But I was just admiring the busts. They are really, really impressive. I mean, they look exactly like the people. They're incredible.
For the most part. Lummy, I think we might have an article be coming out in the Tampa.
Oh, really? Nice.
Morning, Permagron. How you doing, buddy?
Today?
Yeah.
Did Xerxes make the list?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great guy. Hardworking AC guy out of Georgia.
I love Xerxes.
Yeah. He's always there.
69. Slinging ACs.
I
don't know.
Guys, I'm going to do my own Hall of Fame. I'm going to email you and just tell you that you're in my Hall of Fame. There's no bus. There's no proof of anything.
Just in your heart?
Just know that, yeah, you're in my heart Hall of Fame. I let 32 members in each year.
32.
Oh, yeah.
For a small
price. Are you
price.
going to backfill it, Seth?
But, I'm more about going to throw people out than bring people in.
Bring 32 in, you're down to 10.
Yeah, it's kind of more about like,
Broadcasting live from the Aquabeto studios.
Aquabeto.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So, I've been given 2 more names for people to consider, and that's people in this room. And Lummy, I will throw it over. I'm on YouTube chat right now. There's 1,736 people there. Did you see where our daily videos now are doing about like 14, 15, 20,000?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Yes.
Yes. Nice.
It's probably 25% increase at least.
Mm-hmm. And please know that the Hall of Fame that we end up doing every year always ends up being a little bit of a shiz show. Just because some people don't get nominated that feel they should have. Some people don't get in. Some people will probably have to wait till next year. Right now, my list is 14, 15, 16, 17, potentially 18. I'm only thinking about putting in like 6 to 8, Lummy. And I've been given, the names were given through you guys were Snizook Slayer. He's on the list. Xerxes and CC Hall. Now, please also understand that it's not necessarily what you've done financially for the show. It's just that you've contributed to the show in a couple different ways. Either be like Travis from Semi-Auto Glass that takes care of our chipped windshields, or my buddy, of course, Adam from Fender Works, or Bob from Sunbelt. Lummy, there's just a lot of good people that don't necessarily write the $2,400 check, but contribute to the show a lot, and does do things for the show that it may in some instances worth more than $2,400. Just their utter support for the program you can't put a value on. I have 2 names that I'd like for you. I'd like to get a general reaction from with regards to what you think. The first, and of course I want to say absolutely, because I think this person has done a lot for the program. A lot. And that would be Brooke Hogan.
Yep.
I would, which also Lemmy would ensure that she would be here.
Yes.
With her kick-ass husband, Steve.
Super cool.
Super cool, dude.
I sat next to him.
I'd like to get a chat feel on that, and I'd also like to get a Seth Kushner feel on that as well. Seth, what's your feelings on Brooke Hogan being a nominee for the Hall of Fame?
I say yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that you were just trying to find another way to hang out with her husband, but no, yeah.
That's what I was going to say. If it brings him in, let's put her in.
And so again, I'd like to read chat. I think the cross section of chat is. I think people say absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, listen, you know what?
The more babe heads, the better.
Well, not only that, but listen, you know what? Do you know how? She is. She lost her father. Her family is now suing me. Her brother, her only sibling, and her brother is now suing me to not. Basically, their lawsuit, Jay, is to shut down our documentary. That's what they're trying to do. I'm not going to get any further than that.
Little Wilbur's Afterbirth, $100.
Thank you, Little Wilbur. Also, Lummy, I think who did I just have a few seconds ago that came out with 100 on PayPal?
Let me write this down.
Let me write this down. Thank you so much. So, but you have to understand, she is going against her brother and telling him that you don't know the story, you've not seen this. And there's nothing that Bubba has done to put our father in bad light. And so why are you doing this? And she publicly has really, really, really stuck her neck out for us. And I think in a lot of ways legitimized what we're trying to do, coming from, the perspective of the family. Heath Hutcherson, Lummy. Hutcherson Farrier Services. Aren't farriers the guy that put like horseshoes on your horse and like they go and scrape your cow's hoofs and pull nails out of cows? Isn't that what a farrier is? I think it is.
A hoof scraper?
Yeah.
A farrier.
I think, look, it's
look it up, Lummy, and he's going to drop the mic if he's right.
Farrier. What's a farrier?
It's a specialist in hoof care.
Wow. Jay, you didn't even know that, buddy.
I was silent, which is rare.
So,
thank you, Bubba, for telling us that, dude. I don't know where I'm going to drop that today, but I'm going to try to use that. You're going to drop it on
Sammy. You're going to, hey, Sammy,
exactly.
You know what the guy that takes care of cows' feet are? She's like, no, Dad, it's a farrier. Oh, okay. Thank you.
She did tell me a really big holiday was coming up, and I was like, what holiday's coming up? And she goes 9/11. I was like, oh, yeah, that's not really a holiday per se.
That's not a holiday.
Anniversary.
Kind of a bad thing. So, Brooke Hogan, I think everybody says yes to. And the other one, Lummy, is going to be the biggest heat getter of all. And
I'm sorry, I hate doing this, but we did forget one person. That's my fault. I thought he got in last year. He was on the semifinalist. If we could add his name, Captain Creamsicle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought he got in. That's my fault.
That is strictly your fault.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Captain Creamsicle lost it all in the hurricane and got it all back.
And gave it all back.
And gave it all back.
So, Lummy, he was a finalist last year.
Yes.
Okay. And so my last one is this. And it's going to blow the internet up. It's going to blow. Everybody's going to have an opinion about it. And I want Seth's opinion too.
Oh, hell.
I want you to, in fact, Seth Kushner, I'd like you to be the first one to blurt it out.
Okay.
Joe the Supermark.
Yeah.
I was first.
Yeah.
The silence is deafening.
Oh my God! Holy.
Yeah. Boy, that's probably that's the longest silence that we've had. Talk about suffering in silence. You and Jeff Gooch Patterson, Joe the Supermark. And before you, if I may, champion his cause, he's been with this show since I was on 98 Rock. if there was a 10-year period where or a 5-year period where he taped every show. In fact, Lummy, that's what we're ingesting right now.
Yes.
As some of the older shows that you can go to BubbaArmyHQ.com and listen to. Yes, he's a pain in the ass. Yes, I heard he still marks out to a certain person. But at the end of the day, he has the longest tenure of anybody that considers himself Bubba Army.
And there is a poll right now on YouTube.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's...
He has said horrible things about us all and our families.
He has?
Yes, before he was born again or something.
Right.
The first time I was here, he was a scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he found the Lord.
Okay.
Jesus saves.
Is this not? I know. Is this not anything that you?
No. It's information that I need to know.
I didn't know. I thought it was common knowledge that he was a prick.
I thought it was.
My question always would be, what would that person be like at BARP?
Oh, he can't come.
Yeah,
he can't come.
So
physically,
that should be taken into consideration.
Well, but he physically can't come because he physically is like. Is he crippled or?
No, he has some sickness that he can't walk.
Yeah. So
not pain.
He's been with the show since 1996 or 7. He has provided some unbelievable older material that we are now using for Bubba Army HQ. I know he's a pain in the ass. I know he's highly polarized to the point where it is 54. Oh, he's got a. Lummy, what is it?
Wow, he's hulking up.
56, yes.
Wow.
55, yes. Somebody said he can't come to the BARP celebration because of karma. 57, yes. I say yes because Joe's got a special part in my heart because he's been with me for so long. But I do know that he's very irritating. He's very polarized. He's pissed a lot of people off. And Seth being one. So I'm going to take Seth's vote as a no. I'm going to take my vote as a yes. Jay, I don't know if you have skin in this game that you know the body of work, but I'd still like to know your opinion.
My only concern would have been what does it feel like when they're here at BARP, and if it's not part of BARP, then I really don't know enough about the history of the Supermark for a comment.
Lummy, you are, the longest tenured OG, and I think that you really do speak for the people. And
Dark Match Steve said this could get him to walk again.
Well, if it's going to help him walk again.
I'm saying there's not. There's a lot riding on this.
Then I'm voting yes.
I mean, and it's right down the middle. It's 54-46. Which, if you take the plus or minus error, like it's right down the middle. Lummy,
is it up to Lummy right now?
I would say, let's just let the poor guy in. Get a tattoo of you on his chest, a Hogan one on the back, and we're good.
Well, it's not. I don't think he can physically or even medically get a tattoo. I think if you're in the hospital, they don't allow your tattoo artist to come in and give you a tattoo. I think that's not necessarily the way it works. Macho, do you have an opinion about Joe the Supermark?
I'm kind of biased because he told me my body's a work of art. So I said let him go.
Well, at least you pre-qualified your vote, right? Yeah. Exactly. Lummy, what do we have on the chat? I know we're 56% yes.
Well, if we went off chat, then he's a no.
What is?
I mean, a lot of people in chat do not like Joe.
I know, but the poll, I'm talking.
The poll, 56-45.
So everybody,
50-50 is about as polarizing as you can be.
Right. So again, you people of chat need to go vote. All 1,729 of you need to go vote so that we can get a better cross section. Just don't say no on your chat line without having gone and voted. I'd like for you to go vote. That gives us a better indication as to what the true percentage is.
I heard that Brooke always wanted to go into your Hall of Fame with Joe.
Same class?
Yeah.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick. Hello.
I wanted to plead a case for Rainey.
Oh, well, Rainey doesn't need to be. You talking about Rainey Hall?
Yes.
Yeah, she's
because
locked.
she
She's locked
prayed
in
with Hogan.
Yeah, absolutely. She's locked in as a nominee all day.
What about DMS?
Dark Match Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about Dark Match Steve. I
He's a huge fan of the show.
Yeah,
and
he's
he does
also
so
he's
many
also he's
parodies.
also does a lot of stuff too that's kind of iffy, questionable, if you will. Like he was live on his Twitter. I had reports that he was live on Twitch from the premiere.
Oh.
Now I need to get a ruling as if did he go live after the premiere? Because if he went live after the premiere, I don't have a problem with that. But I hope he wasn't live during the premiere. You know
He
what I'm
was
saying?
not live during the premiere. He stopped his stream. He did before and after.
Okay, that works for me. That's a lot better of a situation.
Do we know who this is?
I'm going to say it's Stacy. Stacy, are you ready for yourself?
It's Stacey G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Stacey
Sorry.
G.
I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Stacey G. We will. We'll
Anybody else, Stacy? Those were some good suggestions. Okay.
No, I can't think of anyone else other than chat royalty, but that would be different.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Stacey G.
You're welcome, guys. Have a great day.
Reggie's on the Reggie Roundtree's on the warm line.
Where was he Friday?
Reggie had a family situation that he couldn't, and he let me know about it. Reggie Roundtree, how you doing, my friend? You got I will tell you this. I don't know if I got back to you or not, but you got 2 pops during the premiere where people actually. Like while you're talking or after you said what you said.
The first time they showed him, people cheered.
Yeah, the first time they showed you when you were getting ready to light that Newport, people cheered. And then on two different times of things that you said, you got a cheer. You really did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the bottom line. I've known you and all my buddies there for 30 years. One thing that I've found as a broadcaster, and I don't know what the hell is on news shows now, I can't even watch it, but truth is truth. When someone has been screwed over like you have, and what happened to you, it's disgusting. I finally got the chance to sit down and say, here it is. This is a real deal. You screwed over him. You did him in politically, criminally, whatever. Enough. Here's the real truth. Here's what went down. And
now, Reggie, they're suing me, so I can't release it.
You know what? People need to go get jobs. Quick.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the movie.
They validate the complete body of the whole movie is how much I've been screwed with and how like every turn of the way I just get it shoved right up my ass. And so we go to release, this thing that we've been working on for 4 years. And I get sued and get federally gagged. There's a gag order. I can't even promote that it might come out on Friday. I can't even promote that.
You know what? I can't tell you how many calls I got from friends of mine. They were like, Reggie, this was off the chain. I said, well, tell me. He said, well, hell, they were clapping every time you spoke. I said, well, it's not about me. It's about what my friend has gone through, the trials and tribulations. Oh, my God, it's almost biblical. It's ridiculous. This is what happened. This is how it happened. Ba, 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 ba. But yet you're the bad guy. And all right, well, let me speak truth and do so. Oh, I'm going to sue. For what?
Yeah, well,
for what?
Because I don't know. I can't even speculate why, because that would probably be violating my gag order, not even supposed to be speaking about it. So
Well, I ain't got no. I ain't got no damn gag order. So
Anyway, I wish I know you had a family situation that came up last minute, but man, you would have been the belle of the ball had you been there. I'm just telling you.
Oh, let me tell you, I'm so sorry I missed it, but I'm just glad to be a part of it.
And a lot of people were like, "Man, I liked it because Reggie was in a park getting ready to light up a Newport on one scene, and then he was, and then he was all suited up, like looking good, like a straight ass pimp in the other scene." So I
told Doc, I said, "Hey, just slapped on the canale, got a port, all right." Roll camera. Let's go.
Got a port.
Yeah, the thing about your parts where it's comes from a place of conviction and knowledge about the industry and about Bubba and about the history. And so, I mean, you really did get an incredible pop because when you spoke, it was so obvious that it was true to what you believe. And when people speak with conviction,
absolutely,
people really respond to people that speak from conviction.
Reggie, you were one of you're one of the bells of the ball. You really were.
Well, you know what? One thing Doc always told, when I left, hell, I've been off the air for 6 years, brother.
I know. I've been off the air since 2017.
Who cares about Reggie? But Doc told me one time, he says, "You know what? I love watching you. You always spoke the truth. You were right in the middle of stuff. You asked the questions that others didn't ask. You probed. I don't know. I can't even watch the news now. I'm like, it's like clown shows. I'm like, who are these people?
It's been years since I could watch local news, and it's been since a guy like you was around that actually spoke truth to power and that looked at both sides of an issue and was what we used to call like a journalist.
Yeah, I mean, I my background in law enforcement, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It was every story I ever attacked, I just did it with what's the bottom line, what really happened, and I mean, law enforcement press conferences, questionable shootings, and oh my God, Reggie's here. I'm gonna ask the freaking question.
It was either you or Mike. It was either you only had two people to count on, you or Mike Deason. That's it.
Oh my God,
that's it.
Sure. Look,
and when when you were on this trail, that's one thing. But when Deason got on your trail, you better be in trouble.
You might as well run to Czechoslovakia or something.
Yeah. I mean, Reggie will sniff you out, but Deason will sleep in your mailbox to catch you if he needs to.
Oh, sleep in the mailbox and hand you the frickin' letter when you wake up.
I know. Just like I was, he was the only one that woman that her kid was getting molested and groomed, and Ober wouldn't file any charges. And I had her on the show. We codenamed her Mama Bear, and Deason was the only reason why Ober finally did something because Deason put so much pressure on him.
Well, Deason was the kind of investigative journalist that is, and we've been friends for 30 years. You do not want that bloodhound on a trail.
That's what we're missing, and that's what Tampa's missing. They're missing. Let me ask you a question. I don't know if you can comment on this or not, but did Mike really leave under his own terms, or was he forced out?
No, Mike left on his terms.
Okay.
On his terms.
Because it was a sad day in TV when both of you guys walked away. It just really did something to local integrity of news. You two were kind of the foundation of saying it like it is and not being skewed. And Tampa television hasn't been the same since both of you guys have been gone.
I thank you for that, but I loved going to defend those that did not have a voice. I was bred for that. I sought those people. Those people sought me out. I've talked with this station, that station. I've talked with this. Oh, what's your story? Da. Well, all right, I'm on it. You'll investigate? Absolutely. I mean. I was like a dog to a bone, man. I just, I enjoyed the pleasure and respect of helping those that didn't have a voice. We don't have that anymore. It's all.
Listen, Reg, I got to run.
I don't know.
But more importantly, I know you're going through hell at home. I hope that gets better, my friend. I've been thinking about you. And more importantly, hopefully this thing drops on Friday and people can see my man, Reggie, tears the house down. I can't wait for you to see it.
I thank you so much. I love all you guys. Bubba, 30-plus years. I ain't going nowhere. I will always be your friend.
I love you, my friend. You take care, buddy.
All right, brother. Take care now.
Bye now. I remember my Reggie. I got a Reggie Roundtree story. Then we have to go into words. I was working the Power Pig.
Yeah.
And somebody calls in. And this is, Power Pig, arrogant, like whatever. Just, Bubba Power Pig.
Yeah.
And on the request line, Guido says, there's a guy, Reggie Roundtree from Channel 10 is on the request line. So I pick the Power Pig, hello. He's like, hey, man, this is Reggie Roundtree from Channel 10. I go, nice try, black guy. And I hang up. I hang up on the dude. And then the guy calls back. He goes, Bubba, this is really Reggie from Channel 10. And I'm in between. That's remember they had the 6 and the 11.
Yeah.
And this was like 7:30, and a lot of those news anchors would go they would do their 6, and then they would go out to lunch for an hour, and then go back to the newsroom. He goes, and we were at 4002 Gandy, and Channel 10's just on the other side of Gandy on the bridge, so it was like a 15-minute drive. He's like, I'll tell you what, I can be down at your studios in 15 or 20 minutes. To prove that I listen to your show. One, it's me, and that I listen to your show. I'm like, all right, just buzz at the door. Tell them that you're the Channel 10 guy. And sure enough, he showed up, and we've been friends ever since. So there you have it.
That's awesome.
Lummy, where's Joe? Joe the Supermarket's at 59?
Yeah.
Well, I think
No one saw it that way.
I think at that point, you at least make him a nominee.
Yeah.
I mean, is everybody okay with that? Doesn't mean that he's in, but he's a nominee. Seth, you good with the nominee?
Oh, gosh, yes.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Okay. Does it? Why can't we?
I don't know. That's what Gary and I were just asking.
Yeah, we probably can't because. Let's hold off one more day.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We just weren't sure, so it would just sit there.
Hey Jay, look at this picture.
Oh, that's awesome. I literally rolled up and the guy's asking me password, and I didn't know it because I didn't talk to you about it. So your sister sees me and she starts yelling it across the parking lot.
And and don't. It was
I'm not
last
gonna say
year.
it, but of course it was that.
Of course.
So she waited for me, and I got to walk in with her and Brooke and everyone. It was really nice of them. It was perfect timing. Brooke was so gregarious and sweet. I mean, she's really grown up to be quite a
I'm gonna do the Howard thing.
Okay.
Well, let me sign in here.
He's out.
Bye, everybody. Oh, shit, that's not good.
Morning, Steve.
True. Oh, man.
I think I know someone that does them, but Rear, the big thing is whether they're a reasonable time period and a reasonable distance. And so if it's something that doesn't allow you to really work and have gainful employment, then they're usually not enforceable, or if they're too long of a period of time. I hope that helps, because if it's 50 miles and 5 years, that would be excessive. If it was, a few miles and it was like maybe half of the county you live in or something, it still could work in that county without moving, and it's a year or two, it may be more reasonable. I think the person would probably be Greg Herring as far as non-compete, but I don't.
Dun 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 dun.
That's what he's going to tell you too. You're welcome, Rear. I hope that helps.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Clem Kush today for your podcasting needs. Seth, do you got anything in your podcast world that you're working on? I feel as if I've neglected your podcast world in promotion. Or just you got anything that you're working on? This is your world, your podcast, Willie.
I mean, I kind of have a few things.
Rob Green, $50.
Thank you, Rob Green.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
something you would need to talk about privately.
No, I mean we reached out to Matt Riddle about doing something. You said Brooke Hogan wanted to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, her husband, wants to do an NHL podcast, which I can help him with.
Felix Barajas, $20.
There was thinking that maybe if it's maybe like once a quarter or something, we can go back to like the ladies at the BRN or something like that.
Oh yeah. Have
Heather and Maria and stuff.
Wizzy, actually have Wizzy. And
just it's hard to do every week, I think, just with everybody's schedule. But
I think if you do it like 3 times a year,
yeah,
like it be a special event, because
I need more special event kind of podcasts and not trying to look just for something every week. So, yeah, I'm working on some stuff.
Yeah, I like the women of the BRN. Or the women roundtable or something like that.
Probably the one that's going to be probably the one that'll come out of that one is going to be the podcast with Steve. I think that he really wants to do it.
Oh, the
hockey podcast.
Yes,
with Brooke's husband, Steve Oleski.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get this damn cursor.
I'd listen.
Did you want to play that?
That's not what I want. The cursor won't move.
Oh no!
Oh, we got a frozen up Willie over here.
Oh, here I got it to move. It was just kinked. I guess Howard said something about us yesterday.
Yes, in his big, the big premiere speech after Andy.
My point, nothing was happening except for me answering a bunch of texts. Like I didn't know what to write back to people. Like Bubba wrote me. And he goes, hey, man, I hope you're okay, which is the sweetest thing in the world. He's such a nice guy. But, I didn't want to give oh, hey, Bubba, it's all bull. And then
and then have a spokesperson out there who might have been asked and says, I talked to Howard and he says.
Here's an amazing thing. You didn't even know this. Everyone was checking to see if Robin was okay, if I was okay. Nobody checked to see if Fred was okay. No one cared.
Well, I checked in more, not on the broadcasting side of things. I checked in. I know his mom is getting very old, and he's talked about his mom is in a lot of pain, and he feels it's killing him because he knows his time with his mom is probably limited. I also know that he had his cat Bud, who he's had for like 17, 18 years. They had to put Bud down, and I know we all can say, it could be a pussy, but when you have an animal that you've had in your family for 15 plus years, it's literally like having a kid. Like it's part of the family. So more importantly, I left mine. I didn't want to make it about radio. I just said, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay with you? So that's kind of how I left it, and I think he appreciated it.
Drop it up twice, $20.
I think he appreciated it.
My point, nothing was happening except for me answering a bunch of texts. Like I didn't know what to write back to people. Like Bubba wrote me, and he goes, hey, man, I hope you're okay, which is the sweetest thing in the world. He's such a nice guy. But, I didn't want to give hey, Bubba, it's all bull. And then and then have a spokesperson.
And I understand. And I
were
understand.
calling it out in real time, though, as it was happening. You were calling it out. I mean, they're not going to replace him with Andy Cohen. It was just never going to happen.
That was ridiculous.
It was about the worst spoof ever.
I hope that was not Howard's idea.
Because getting someone else shocking would be believable.
Well, but that's just a little zany and goofy. I don't think Howard. I think that was probably Sirius XM management trying to be goofy and zany. I think Howard would have just much rather have just gone on and say, okay, because he starts at 7 now, not 6, and said, okay, I've been back. I delayed it a week. For personal reasons. At my, not because I was trying to be cutesy and take another week of vacation, but I've been going through a lot with my mom and my cat and things like that. And so now here's the announcement. And I think the announcement was, Lummy, that he's, where he has a contract till the end of the year, and they are very diligently working on getting an extension to that contract, and that's what the news is. They're working hard to. They don't have anything in place yet, but he felt optimistic that they would have something, and I think that's the news, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I think that's the news. Here's what I don't understand. How in the hell and what type of precedent does this send? And I know, Jay, you're a big MAGA fan and a big Trump fan, so I got to keep that in mind. Everybody always...
I can temper what is an advocacy and what's objective. I can be objective.
I don't understand, and if I'm wrong, the facts of this story about E. Jean Carroll are this. 20, 30 years ago or something, supposedly her and Donald Trump were in a department store together. No, I'm sorry. Separately. She was on her own. Trump was on his own. There was nobody there that saw this. There's no camera surveillance. There's no eyewitnesses.
Nope.
Paper towel, Willie, $100.
Man, paper towel. Love you, buddy. Love for all that you do. Love what you're doing for the new studio. So thankful. And this woman alleges that Trump took her back into the fitting section or something like that and grabbed her ass or grabbed her vagina or tried to kiss her or something inappropriate that nobody saw. And at the end of the day, there was no surveillance. There was no police report filed. There was nobody that she went to the department store security and said, "Hey, I just got groped."
She couldn't remember the year.
I just got groped by Donald Trump. Donald Trump was well known at the time, so he's just not a nobody that can slip. He's Donald Trump. He's obviously been Donald Trump and very famous in the New York scene for a long time. And so I don't know how you have legal standing for something that happened in in the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
At a Manhattan department store. Trump last year was ordered to pay $83.3 million in damages to Carol, a former Elle magazine columnist, for defaming her in 2019 when he denied sexually abusing her in the dressing room of a Manhattan department store in the 90s. Now, I sit here and say that I put all this credence into the federal court system as I'm now navigating through a federal court situation. And I know that this wouldn't fly in Tampa and that nobody could just come up with this sort of thing. But what other details am I missing? There was no witnesses. Did he get sued for defamation and slander, or did he get sued for the touching that nobody can prove?
Both.
Jay?
Both.
I don't get it. What's stopping anybody from getting a hold of any famous person and saying back in the 90s, what's
well, they also
and if you don't have the appellate court to back up a very erroneous ruling, then what do you really have?
You don't have any due process. What was really upsetting to me as an attorney in this one is just that they let, like in the Bill Cosby thing, and what Bill Cosby did was horrific. They let a bunch of people come in that had unproven allegations come and say things about that person. Same thing happened with Trump. They let a bunch of accusers come in and say, this is a horrible guy. He said these things and did these things to me. And that's called improper character evidence. You're not allowed to bring in prior acts to prove conformity with them or that someone's acting consistently with it. It's not acceptable. It's not admissible. And so in this case, what do you think is going to happen? You bring a bunch of ladies in with unproven allegations, say it's a bad guy, and then you have her get on there and say these things happened.
And all he
the
did
judge
was
ruled a lot like your case, where there was a lot of things about her personal life that the judge did not let go before the jury. And so
$100, John Costica, Hall of Famer. This is the Hall of Fame nomination special. But a three judge panel, which I'm assuming is federal.
I think it's, let me see.
It is. It's U.S. Circuit, the second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals.
So it could go to the Supreme Court.
Trump acted. So a 3-judge panel decided that Trump acted with, at a minimum, reckless disregard for the truth when he called Carol a liar and that she's not his type. How is that a problem? I'm fundamentally going to call you a liar when you are accusing me of something so bad as to what you. I'm going to call you a liar. I have the right to call you a liar. That's my opinion of what you're doing. You're lying, and that you're not my type. How is that, man? If this isn't a railroad job.
How about this? I'm just reading this in the article. In the trial, Trump was barred from disputing that the facts of the case, including whether he sexually abused Carol, leaving the trial focused exclusively on damages owed to her. Didn't even let him dispute liability.
The panel also rejected Trump's argument for punitive damage award of $65 million was grossly excessive. Here's I think the story. You get up there in Manhattan, and they all stick together, and they still draw political lines, and they cannot wade through the truth and do the right thing. It's about who appointed them and who you're going against.
Mm-hmm. The federal appeals court says President Trump will have to pay E. Jean Carroll more than $83 million. The court is upholding the judgment imposed on the president for defaming the former magazine columnist.
Now, saying, Jay, can he take this to the Supreme Court?
Oh, they're going to continue to try to fight this for sure.
I think that that's the next.
Iggy
That's the
McGill
next
cutting
step.
$20.
Thank
That
you,
is
Eddie.
the next step.
Quote, Trump has failed to identify any grounds that would warrant reconsidering our prior holding on presidential immunity. Meanwhile, jury selection begins today in the trial of the man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump near the Trump International Golf Course in Florida. ABC News chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky's following.
So it looks like, Lemmy, that's all they really say is the fact that they've upheld that. And I really have a problem with that. I got a problem with, they say you went on Truth Social and called her a liar, listen, if you fundamentally don't agree with what she testified on and you have under oath, testified differently, then what is she in your mind? A liar.
That's how you defend yourself.
I just cannot understand how the stakes are this high for name calling. When Jay and I can tell you right now that name calling usually doesn't come with this type of value. Ridiculous.
Our first stop is an address in Plymouth. It's the home of a convicted sex offender and former director at the Minnesota Department of Education.
So the Minnesota Director of Education was a sex offender and I think an illegal immigrant.
Who Alpha News exposed in June, sparking an online firestorm over the state's hiring practices. Wilson Tindy, a Kenyan national, was convicted of sexually assaulting a sleeping woman in the Twin Cities after breaking into her home.
A Kenyan
Tindy
national.
pled guilty to the crime.
A Kenyan national.
They didn't say what his status is.
That's what and who I want running my Department of Education. No. Anybody but.
Crime 9 years ago. A judge ordered his removal from the United States. But a federal judge ultimately ruled that Tindy's removal was not warranted. Tindy spent
A federal judge from Minneapolis that probably is Democrat.
18 months in ICE custody and then landed taxpayer-funded positions at 2 separate Minnesota state agencies. After our reports, Tindy's status has changed.
By the way, Minnesota Department of Education confirms convicted sex offender by no longer employing and don't forget, a federal judge made this ruling, Jay. Just like the same federal judges that just botched up the Trump deal.
We really have to go through, work with our legal team to make sure that the conviction would qualify for, removability from the U.S.
He sounds like Brooks' husband, Steve, from the Great North. Yeah, I hate her.
So it did take us kind of a long time and a lot of research with help from our legal team, who are amazing. We did come up with a immigration charge because of his criminality. We do have, a warrant of arrest for him today. So, just praying all goes well and everyone remains safe.
Curb him.
This is Tampon Tim's state.
During the arrest.
So this isn't a random pickup on the street today like the media likes to portray.
Right. Yep. It is not. Lots of hours went into this case.
ICE officers park blocks away to wait for the right moment to move in.
We're expecting him to leave the apartment and
Looks like the guys are trying to serve me Friday night. I mean, did you know that they had 3 people? They had one guy on one entrance, one guy on another entrance, and then a guy on the sidewalk.
3 people?
To serve me, yes. 3 people to serve me.
You're a squirrely guy.
normally he does go like northwest when he comes out of there. So we'll be probably the 3rd car back.
He was heading towards his apartment.
Within minutes, they're on the move.
They got lights and sirens on right now.
Walking up to the townhouse, Tindy is already in handcuffs in his garage next to his BMW.
Good, let's ship him back. It's pretty much that simple. Ship him back.
Ship him back.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Champ. No champ.
Almeida Garcia, was it Escalante or something?
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're gonna send him to some remote
African country.
J314 bike board, 90 months. 90 months, nice.
They're gonna, Eswatini.
So caviar.
Because he claims he's not safe in 20 other countries because of his gang affiliations. They're sending him to a remote little.
It was like, 20?
Yeah, I think it's over 20.
Lummy, I just got $250 from Teese.
All right.
PayPal.
They want to get right.
Hall of Famer, right? Hall of Famer. I'll do it next.
What's up, Rob? Great.
I'll do it next.
No, thank you, Iggy McGillicuddy. Rob Reed, 50. Cheddar Up Spice, part down, $20. Semi-auto glass coming through. We did, Dirt Merchant.
Walking on broken glass.
What's up, Rob Green?
Is that any Linux?
Yeah. From the Eurythmics.
She was super talented. Annie Lennox, unbelievable.
I concur. Sweet Dreams, one of the greatest songs of all time.
I love it. I actually do love that song. It puts me right in Ocean City when I'm about 14 or 15.
I like Marilyn Manson's cover of it.
I do too. That puts me in college. That's what I like about music. It always puts me somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those kind of visceral experiences.
I equate what radio station I was at the time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh shit! Look, 67. Wait, 70.
Yeah, 1968.
No. They said it's gonna be 70 degrees Sunday morning.
Nice.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 86 for the last.
With low humidity too.
Oh, you mean you're talking about for the high?
Yeah, no, the low.
No, the low.
Oh.
But look at the weekend.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
It's beautiful and sunny all weekend long, low humidity. It's going to be incredible. It's 10 degrees cooler than it was last week.
I'll pull my jacket out.
You know, don't be a prick, Lummy. This weather that we get is few and far between.
I have too many winter clothes that I can't wear.
Every degree that it goes down is just another time we should celebrate.
Yeah, we're about to be in the best time of the year here.
Listen, when I'm walking around with my little kid and trick-or-treating and I'm sweating my balls off, I'll remember you said that.
You talk to God about that.
That's true.
I will talk to God.
You blame your parents for fucking moving you here or whatever, man. That's not anybody's fault here.
I was on my golf cart while my wife was
See, yeah,
walking, and I was with my mom, taking care of my mom.
I tell my mom and dad.
You need me to follow you with a fucking mister the whole time, Lummy?
That would be nice. Listen, when you're in a stuffed steak puff outfit, it gets hot.
You don't think your son's gonna be sweating in there?
No, he's fucking chill. He's riding in a fucking little cart. He's being rolled around.
If you guys ever want to do the Davis Island thing, have your wife call my wife. Have your people call my people. And I'm sure
Let me go to John Cena's neighborhood.
Yeah, we're
full-size chocolate bars.
Yeah, well, Seth just said we're all going to John Cena's neighborhood.
Oh, that's good.
Let me Ryan Phelps 500.
You're like Ryan Phelps. Yeah, he had fun at the premiere. He said he was qualifying for the ring.
He is.
That just qualified him.
Good job, Ryan.
Ryan and Teese coming up next. And then we're out of here.
Damn. Damn.
I'm just going to take Walker to Seth's door.
That's it. The light will be off.
My door?
Yeah.
You know what Fabrizi used to have
I'll
me
be
do?
hiding under my bed.
I'm not kidding you. Fabrizi used to ask to borrow one of my sexual predator signs, and he would put a sexual predator sign in his lawn that he was a registered sexual predator, and turn all the lights off, and there would be no kid ever go to his house.
Oh my god.
I mean, is that easier than just putting out a Snickers bar for the fucking kids? You know what I'm saying?
No, just
turn the lights off
fucking
and
deal
leave
with
the
it.
I mean,
You didn't want kids up there traipsing on this
You
fucking...
put a bowl of candy in the driveway, you say take one.
Rainy, $50.
Or you put a sexual predator sign.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, it looks like the poll is complete. Should Joe the Supermark be inducted into the BRN Hall of Fame? 59 to 40. Yes.
Wow.
Does it mean he's going to get it? I got a lot. I mean, Jesus, Lummy, we're now up to, let me see,
114.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 nominees. 19 nominees that will be whittled down to probably 10, which is already more than I want to put in.
Yes.
Ryan Phelps, 500. And Teese. Woo. Love you, Teese, 250.
Rainey Hall, $50.
Rainey Hall, Hall of Fame nominee. Did you see where Dave Portnoy says, if USF beats Miami this week, they should be the number 1 team in the country? End of story.
He really hates Ohio State.
He does he not?
Yes.
Oh, he hates them.
But so many people are talking about USF. I saw Des Bryant tweet about him that nobody's talking about USF. So, I mean,
Are they 16 right now? Is that what
I think 18.
18. Last time they were 18 is they went into West Virginia and beat the number 5 team. Was it 2007
with Coach Levitt, who now I think just got put in jail.
Well, the crazy thing is, they were 18 then. They went and played number 5, and now they're 18 now, and they're going to play Miami.
Oh my God,
5.
Lummy! Oh my God!
So you never know.
Highway 73 on YouTube chat.
Yeah,
$2,400. Laid it all down, man. Just whipped it right on out. That big purple-headed gimmick right there. See you at Barb, James Leonardo. Woo! Said Highway 73 in chat.
You said it's on YouTube?
That's his name on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just Highway 73 on YouTube. Wow.
He's the man.
Thank you, my friend. So much money, so much great things today. And I hope maybe tomorrow I'm able to talk about our gimmick. Because it really, Jay, I'm not trying to get into any specifics here legally, but I mean, I got a federal gag order on me from promoting this particular gimmick. And, when I was able to promote it, we were the number one, excuse me,
gimmick.
The number one gimmick. Your Honor, he's violating. Well, what's a gimmick? Your Honor, all I said was a gimmick. I got a gimmick coming out on Friday, and I was at one time the number one gimmick. We were for the 1 or 2 days that we were allowed to talk about it when it first came out last week for the Prizzy Sizzle, we were holding tight at number 1 solid.
Yes,
we're at 11 now.
And falling.
Jay, wouldn't that be, and falling? Jay, wouldn't that be considered somewhat, damages?
I think that's why the court made Nick post a bond because of potential damages. I think so. Seems to be a direct correlation to when one happened and the other happened.
So hopefully I'll be able to promote said gimmick one of these days. Jay, appreciate you, my friend.
Appreciate you more, buddy.
Man, how about Highway 73 being the big slinging D of the day? Tease coming in at 250, Ryan 500. I got Johnny K at 100. I got Fish on the J. Just so much love today. We appreciate you all. Clem Kush, let's call it, 15, 20, 25 after, something like that.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you around 11, I guess.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
I could have worn up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council.
Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repent.